It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy, and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command.
Eight. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
The part of you that doesn't believe that you are capable of achieving great and amazing things is an idiot. So you should stop listening to it. Okay. Have a super freaking awesome day and stuff. Okay, bye.
Andy's digging it. Woke him up, Scott.
Me, Mario.
Think I got my clip for the day.
Me, Mario.
And Luigi.
Me, Mario.
I think Pete should go be Mario.
Getting funky with it.
I would hire these guys.
There you go.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
I walk outside in the woods. I just walk outside in the woods. I be walking outside in the woods. I go to the woods and then I walk.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Mizomba! Mizomba! Good dog! Mizomba! Mizomba! Mezcaliba! 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 Mezcaliba!
カニのエキスですっきり味噌味日清カップヌードル味噌新登場
Well, another night out. I spent a fortune and didn't even score. Okay, I know what to do. For only $2 a minute, I can call...
Colorado Phone Companions, I'm Akia. Who is this? Oh, nice to meet you. What things do you like? Sure, I'd like to go into that. Sounds exciting.
Wow, this is dynamite.
That was a very satisfying conversation. I certainly enjoyed it. Pick up the phone and give us a try.
Were these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
You know I'm bad, really, really bad. You know Get the F off my yard! Get the F off my yard!
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Chat family and the greatest panel of friends and all them positive vibes. Oh, it's BF Live.
Oh, hey, everybody. It's Monday, and it is BF Live. Let's do it and get into it. Monday, April 27th. BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show, 527. We got the 2 sevens going on here. How's everybody doing today? Are you ready for another week of life and podcasting? It doesn't really matter if we're ready or not. It's going to come anyway, folks. So let's make the best of it. BF, hell yeah. We got some Van Hagar. Setting the mood here, setting the vibe, as it were, for Stream Show 527. Welcome, folks. We're starting off another week. The last Monday in April. Next Monday will be May the 4th. Right now, let's get into the vibe. Come on. Oh, yes. We're going to kick off today's show with the chat family check-in. You guys are going to set the vibe like you always do in just a few minutes when I see what you guys are up to. So throw them chats in there, folks. Hell yeah, we got a guest joining us today. We're going to tell you all about that. Ah, yes. Rest in peace, Edward Van Halen, one of the best to do it. No doubt about it. I'll fight you over that one. David Lee... Eddie Van Halen, we're going to get into David Lee Roth, Van Hagar. I like it all at this point now that we're past everything. Welcome to Monday, everybody, and welcome to the Vibe Stream Show 527. What kind of weekend did you all have? I hope it was a decent one now. I hope you had some fun over that weekend. Let's see, what did I get into? On Friday, went out for a little dinner and all. On Saturday, I attended one of my local games, one of the Orioles games. They had a really decent giveaway. I didn't wear it today, but they had the nice Orioles hockey jersey giveaway. They're always looking for the interesting giveaways, so they had a kind of like a co-thing with the Washington Capitals kind of thing. They had the mascot there, so that was fun and all. And replayables, we had a great time on replayables a Saturday night. We didn't have Chris and Liz, but we hung out and we drank and smoked, laugh and joke. So those of you who joined us, you kind of knew what went on. We did that on 100 Proof Podcasting, so that was a lot of fun. We saw some of you there. And then yesterday, what I tried to do, I attempted to cook a London broil on the grill. So London broils are tricky for my grillers out there. I'm cooking on just a Weber grill on charcoal, no propane or anything like that. And the London broils can be tricky because I try to cook those like a roast in the past, and I always overcook a London broil. So yesterday I kind of undercooked it a little bit. I'll just show you what I got. I have this little new digital thermometer my daughter got me. Maybe I should have used that yesterday. But you guys, let me know what you're up to, guys and gals. It is Monday, and this is the vibe. For anybody that's new joining us today, yes, I did say that we'll have a guest joining us in the 1 o'clock hour, comedian Bobby Tamburro, a guy that we know from podcasting and watching him on his podcast in the past. He's going to be joining us today. and he's going to be coming to my city tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to kind of ramp up for his visit here tomorrow, and I'll tell you where he's playing. I know some of you are kind of get out there, so if some of you are local or semi-local, maybe you want to make your way out and join us tomorrow night for the Bobby Tamburro comedy show. I'll tell you all about that, and then we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll have picks after the fact. I see there's people checking in on Facebook, and there's 13 of you in here, so let's do it and get into it today with the opening chat family check-in. We're going to do the not-so-serious news after the opening chat family check-in. That'll be at 1 o'clock, so I want Bobby to join us and sit into the news with that for us. And we're going to talk about a Target, the thing that happened, a Florida man story, if you will. A Target and a Florida man story. That's probably all you need to know for that particular story. Also, I got a story about 22 Buddhist monks. Now, you figure Buddhist monks at an airport, you think they're going to get through security pretty well? I'm going to tell you how they didn't get through security so well when we do the not-so-serious news. I'm also going to tell you about a story about gambling addiction, if you will. I think we have this proliferation of all of these sports gambling sites. To me, this is much like the .com boom. I was mentioning this to my wife the other day. In our particular stadium, we have all this wager company and that wager and this bet and that bet, and everybody has their own little betting company. And this really feels reminiscent of the .com bubble to me. I have a feeling that all of these Pure Wager and all these different companies, I can't imagine that they're all going to survive, but we'll see. But I'm going to tell you what some people that were so desperate to win a bet, to win one of these online poly market bets, what they did in order to kind of fix the thing to win that bet. We'll do that in the not-so-serious news. And I have a story about cocaine hippos, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Let me know what you think about cocaine hippos. I'll let you know about them when we do the not-so-serious news. And we'll wrap up the news the way we do every newscast here on BF Live The Vibe with a sexy bikini report. And this one asks, is AI rotting our brains? We'll get into that when we go over to the bikini report. So let's see what friends come along with us later on. We'll see if Bobby, Nick, and Scott or Andrew jumps in, or maybe we'll get a visit from Frankie McDonald. You never know. But we are expecting the one and only Bobby Tamburro. I'm looking forward to visiting with him and catching up with him because it's been a minute since we've talked to him. But all right, let's get into, I'll play a little something before we do the opening chat family check-in in just a few minutes. Let me see right here what I got for you. Let's see. How about this? I like these quizzes. This is always cool. We can get into this maybe if we get some other people on set, but check this out. This is the Are You Gay? Are you gay? Let's check the gay meter here on the Vibe. We're going to do the opening chat family check-in here in just a minute. But first, let's watch this fun video here. Are you gay? Let's see.
Gay or straight? I'm straight. Do you think other people would think that? Yes. Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Gay.
What makes you say that?
This guy, he posing. You can just tell.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
I'm straight, yo. I'm straight. I'm selling junior mints. I'm selling straight junior mints. My dude's rocking a box of junior mints. So I like this because everybody thinks they're straight, or they always think the next guy is gay.
Do you think other people think that?
I don't give a fuck what nobody else think.
Does this guy look gay or straight?
He look gay to me.
It must be something about our heterosexuality where we can't. He must be gay because I am the superior heterosexual.
To say that.
Just giving sass, bro. I'm a sassy nigga. I can tell a nigga who gives sass. He gives a little bit more to me, so.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight. I'll say I like women.
Do you think other people would think that?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, he gay as hell. Nah,
oh, nah, he gay as hell. See, every next dude, no matter how masculine the one-upmanship goes on, the next one always thinks, nah, he
man right there if I ever seen one. Look at him, he got the tongue out. Yeah, nah, he gay.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Do you think other people would think that?
Yes.
Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Gay.
What makes you say that?
This guy, he posing. You can just tell.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Do you think other people think that?
He didn't say straight. He said, I'm straight.
Does this guy look gay or straight?
He look gay to me. Man to me.
Yeah, I'm straight.
What makes you say that?
Just giving sass, bro. I'm a sassy nigga. I can tell a nigga who gives sass. He gives a little bit more to me, so.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight. I'll say I like women.
Do you think other people would think that?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, he gay as hell. Nah, that's a gay man right there if I ever seen one. Look at him, he got the tongue out. Yeah, nah, he gay.
Are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Are you gay?
There you go. Well, It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight here on BF Live The Vibe. We accept everybody just the way you are, just the way you come out the oven. All right, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we do this right here on The Vibe? Let's establish a vibe. I see you hanging out in the chat. It's Monday, but we don't do a case of the Mondays here on The Vibe. I'll have you know what.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
I literally said we don't do a case of the Mondays here on The Vibe. We go to the chat family, and they let us know what they're up to, and they establish the vibe for the 3 hours we hang out here every day. So let's do that opening chat family check-in and see what everybody's up to. And after we do the chat family check-in, we're gonna do later on in the show, after Bobby comes or goes, whatever, we're gonna have Bobby Tamburro join us after for the not so serious news. And then after the news, after the piss break and all that, we have Perry Talk on the other side of that. We have Rock You Like a Horoscope segment. I have Internet Shyt and Kit Karaoke. I got a lot of other stuff written down here. Let's see what we actually get to. We got guests. We got chat family. I'm going to you right now, chat family. It's Monday. So friends, old and new, please check in if this is your first time or if it's your 101st time. Let me know what you're up to today because you guys are the vibe. Don't be shy. This is Chat Family, and we're going to it right now to establish the vibe. Come on, folks. It's Monday. I need you. This Chat Family. Let's go. Let's check in. Come on.
Amongst yourselves.
And that's how it works here on BF Live The Vibe, every show. This happens to be Stream Show 527, and it is Monday, the last Monday in April, folks. So set the vibe. Let me know what you're up to here on this great last Monday in April. There you go. Post time, folks. Post them if you got them. I read them. And you establish the vibe. Here we go, folks. Let's do it and get into it. Start off a week of shows. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Buckshot Kid checks in at 7:19. Always the very enthusiastic Buckshot Kid. AM, he says there next. Then he says late jag-off at 7:19 a.m. this morning, late Buckshot Kid. He says hello to Peacunt. And then here is Peacunt coming in next. He checked in and he says, Goonie Goo Goo, you begonias. Happy Monday. He always throws in the unga bunga. And what do you gonna know? Peacunt. Come on, man. It's Monday. Let's start off another week of doing shows. Let's go. Come on. I can know that the next one will be from Peacunt 420 also. Now look at that. He's showing off. Hey, see how it shows up as text for me? I see it backstage and I'll bring you in just a second. See how that shows up as text for me? Well, they show up as really colorful emojis if you're a member here on the Vibe, like Peacunt 420 is. And if you want to be part of the 2 Vibe crew for tomorrow's members only show, we'll be doing our regular members only Tuesday tomorrow. You can join my membership right here for as little as $1.99. And I got to love you long time. I'm legally required to love you long time. Oh, now wait, I should have. I love you long time. I should have brought in the person that's backstage now so we could have done this together. Let's bring him in the middle of the opening chat family check-in before we get too far along. And let's say hello to our bro and bro dog, Scott. Scott and bro dog. Bro dog and Scott. Yeah, Scott. What's up, buddy?
Not too much. I kind of got some bad news about bro dog.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday or last Friday, if you remember, I left the show abruptly there at the end of it. Just kind of left my camera and everything. And what it was a neighbor came over, and apparently Bro Dog the night before, which had been Thursday, Bro Dog snuck over to his house and was raw dogging his prize. He had his prize dogs in a pen, his thoroughbreds.
Really?
And Road Dog snuck over there, broke into their pen, and was raw dogging his prize dogs.
Oh my God, that is a problem. Oh shit, Scott. Oh my God. So he over there, he just over there straight dog fucking, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So do we know? So we have no way of knowing if the dogs are knocked up or
Not yet. But don't know yet.
Oh my God. So, oh Jesus, man. Well, I hope everything's okay. I'm glad it isn't nothing worse. I thought it was something with his health or otherwise. So,
nope.
Wow. Just a legal situation for our bro dog, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and then I forgot this part. And so I know some people might think bad about him or whatever, but we got one of those invisible fences.
Yeah.
And because he's I hate to see him being put on a chain when he's outside because he enjoys the outside. So, we got one of them, and I don't know if we used it wrong or he just plowed through it, but he plowed through it and went back over to the neighbor's house again. But this time they called the police on him.
Oh, that's too bad, man. Yeah, and I know. Yeah, some dogs that I've noticed, some dogs can thwart them, or they know, hey, man, if I just leap or just jump real fast, it's gone, you know. Because most of them only work when you get real too close to them. But if they just jump over it, then that's how that doesn't work.
So I guess Stormy's trying to figure out how we're going to handle it now. I don't know what to do. I hate to see him get locked down.
Right, because he can't run free, and then he came over there fucking thoroughbred dogs and messing up bloodlines either. There, Scott. That's amazing, man. Amazing. Well, thanks for checking in. Thanks for letting everybody know that unfortunate bro dog status. At least it's just a legal situation, I guess. I thought it was like something worse, like he got an encounter with an animal or something there, Scott.
Yeah. Bro dog has been a bad dog.
Oh my goodness. All right, buddy. Well, that's cool. Let's continue on with the opening chat family check-in, man. Yeah, let's see. Because Pecan always lifts and gives somebody. So here he's doing it again today. Let's see who he got in here. That's right. You can be part of the 2 Vibe crew for as little as $1.99, or you can wait for Pecan just to lift and gift you, like he did our friend Carlos Gomez. Hey, Carlos, welcome to the BF Live the Vibe chat family. That means Carlos will be available if he is tomorrow. If you're available, you will be able to take part in the Motley Tuesday here on BF Live the Vibe. That is our members only Tuesday. We tried it on Thursday last week. It was 6 of one, half dozen of another. So we're just going to keep it 100 the way we always do it with Motley Tuesdays tomorrow. So if you join for as little as $1.99, or you get gifted by our friend Pecan 420, you will be part of that show tomorrow. Thank you, Pecan 420. Let's continue on here with the opening chat family check-in. And let's see where we left off. We had, an hour left. No case of the Mondays allowed here. Did we get that? Let me see. Carlos got it. Buckshot Kid Hoya from Pecan 420. 2 hours until showtime, says the enthusiastic Buckshot Kid checking in. Then he said 1 hour left, counting it down. Spawn, buddy, how you doing there? Happy Monday, Spawn. This guy sounds just enthusiastic as he is in every chat you see him in. He says, no case of the Mondays here. Let's go. That's right. He knows the rules here on the Vibe. We don't do...
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
As Perry Caravello say, it was not allowed. And we will have to get into a little Perry talk because there was a penalty stream on Friday and some other great stuff to talk about in the Perry universe. Buckshot Kid says hello to Spawn. Just a Guest says, not late or gay. Well, go figure there. How about that? Trigger My checks in. Trigger My. Happy Monday to Trigger our chat family. How you doing there, Trigger? Just a Guest checks in and says number 5, but you're always number 1 in my heart. Just a Guess. We'll do that Perry Talk segment later on in the show. There's the Nightbot running for our friend Space Chief 75. You're going to see one running for Bobby Nick. You're also going to see some for our guest Bobby Tamburro that's going to join us after the 1 o'clock hour today, right? Approximately at the 1 o'clock hour. And what he does, he hangs out with the Eastside Dave and the sports program and all that stuff over there. Hello, Just a Guess from Buckshot Kid. Hello, Trigger from Buckshot Kid. Buckshot Kid says hello to the Nightbot. Justa shouts out Buckshot Kid. Trigger says hey to Buckshot in return. Just a Guess gets the love from Pecan. Trigger My says BF is glad he turned down his invite to the correspondence dinner. Crazy going to be crazy, I guess. Yeah, that popped off again. There's the link I told you about. Bobby Tamburro. You see him on the Davy Mack sports program on the East Side Dave TV right here on YouTube. If you click that link right there, I believe that's the show he might be taping just before this one. So he agreed to join us in the 1 o'clock hour. So we'll see him there. There's no, says Jerry Lahane, but I'm not sure about what. Hello, Jerry, says Buckshot Kid. Jerry shouts out Buck in return. Make the mess of it, the best of it, or the mess of it. There's the link again for Bobby. There's a 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link, and I want to remind or let anyone know that if you're curious about my retro vibe arcade stream, that there is now a section in this 100 Proof Podcasting, BF Live the Vibe section, and there's a separate now retro vibe arcade section if you want to share retro arcade stuff content in there. What's all the brouhaha, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Well, it must be you, because there was no brouhaha prior to the Reverend Wild Bill showing up here today. Who we rooting for, the Flyers or the Penguins tonight, BF? Well, that's interesting. That's been quite a battle in that playoff thing. They quickly got up to 3 games, and then they lost to the Penguins. But I have a feeling the Flyers are going to persevere. Maybe they were just all out of gas for that Game 4 the other day. Hello, Reverend Wild Bill, says Buckshot Kid. We'll have to ask. We can ask Bobby Tamburro about that since he does the Davy Mac Sports program, and he's all about sports and things of this nature. Hello, Reverend Wild Bill from Buckshot Kid. There's the Bobby Nick link running again.
Oh, no, it's back.
Oh, whoa, little internet glitchy.
Yeah, it's back.
I see, buddy, yeah. Wow, I see my little glitchy thing. 28. Buckshot Kid, hi from Reverend Wild Bill. The Widow Killer says, I watched the trailer for the new Jackass movie, and I was laughing so hard, I started coughing. Well, what do you say we take a look at that, courtesy of Widow Killer, who dropped that into the Discord I was just describing. We'll watch that at the end of the opening chat family check-in. Trigger My gets the love from Pecan 420. Here's Terry Nee checking in on a Monday, buddy. He says, I met Bobby when John was in the area. Oh, yeah, because you do go to, because he is a Pennsylvania guy, and he does those kind of Pennsylvania network of shows. Bobby's a fun guy, man, and so that's good that you'll see Bobby later on. Jerry gets the love from Pecan 420. Buckshot Kid shouts me out, and he says hello to Terry Nee. Jerry Lahane shouts out Pecan 420. The Reverend Wild Bill says, hey, Terry Nee, how you doing, sir? We have Widow Killer saying, I forgot Frankie was going to be on the Chrissy Mayer show last night. Yeah, Frankie typically is on the wet spot or whatever she's calling that, her girls show lately. He's typically hanging out with the girls. Good to see you, Bill, says Jerry Lahane. The Pecan socials are running in the chat. Jerry Lahane, H-I-G-H from the Reverend Wild Bill. Widow Killer says, should do this with Perry. Should do this show maybe before or Perry or something like that. Or something in the chat. Terry Nee's getting the love from Pecan 420. There's the Bobby link running again. Hey, Matty Ice, he says, happy Monday. Acknowledge him. Roman Reigns is the new world heavyweight champion. Oh, somebody's excited from the results of... Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what... I know that's cool, but here we go. Yeah, Andrew will be excited too. Acknowledge him. Roman Reigns. What's up, Matty Ice? Happy Monday, buddy. Matty Ice, Hoya from Pecan 420. If you want to see some wrestling stuff, I was over there on Pecan 420's channel. He's my bro that joins us on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and he gives somebody a membership every day. Well, he has some new wrestling matches over there available on Pecan 420 channel. Go check him out when you see his link box going by. FJM, our friend Jim Fanning, 666, checks in. He says, good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful 62 here in the Shenandoah Valley. Sunny and breezy out here and on the dog shuffle. Wow, we have the exact temperature, Bill. Currently 62, where I'm checking in from as well. There's the membership link, folks. Don't forget to join for tomorrow's Motley Tuesdays. It's a members-only show, folks. It's just like this show, but it's members only. For $2, you can play with all the emojis, and I am legally obligated to love you long time. For $2. It's Mouth Hug Monday. Come on, join us at Mouth Hug Monday, folks. Become a member of the 2 Vibe crew for as little as $1.99. That's what that's about. FJM gets acknowledged by Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill's showing off he's a member by using all of his emojis there. There's Buckshot saying hello to Matty Ice. Matty Ice is saying hey to Buckshot. What do you know, Reverend Wild Bill? What do you know, buddy? Matty Ice says BF Live. Happy Monday to you too, buddy. Appreciate that. Pecan shouts you out, Scott.
Commish, gang.
Yeah, man. I saw a couple of those matches. Scott! There we go. Called it, says Widow Killer checking in. 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link. Bro Dog got some, says Terry Nee. Yeah, he got some. Yeah. Is Bro Dog still around? If you missed it, Reverend Wild Bill, if you came in too late, apparently Bro Dog got mixed it up with some thoroughbred dogs, and so he's being confined, I believe. So Bro Dog's not fixed, says Widow Killer.
He's not.
Oh boy, because that could have solved some problems. It would have been just half of the problem of him breaking in. Bro Dog, good job, says Just a Guess. He's like, I want that thoroughbred pussy. I want that. Bro Dog is a pimp, says Electric Head Gino. He's like, I got papers. I need to see some papers. Papers for that ass. Spawn says, Scott, no pressure. I sent that email on Friday, brother. At least the dog got to run his own train. Buckshot Kid checks in and says, hello, Scott, and good for you, Bro Dog. Wow, Bro Dog is getting accolades for tapping that.
Yeah.
Bro Dog is humping around. Ain't nobody humping around. He humping around. Gino, howdy, says our friend Pecan420. One shock and it's gone, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Oh, yeah, if they get the one shock and they jump over the fence, they're free. Yeah, it's no different than getting close to it and going this way or getting close to it and going that way. And some dogs or they figure it out or they're just too dumb to know and they just go. He turned off the power like Perry. Okay. Well, they did. I mean, haven't they talked about that with Perry about like GPS or shock collars or something like that or proximity things or something? I think that's what they were talking about. We need to try that with Perry in the chat earlier. Spawn, my begonia brother from Pecan 420. The dog didn't give 2 fucks. Apparently he gave a couple fucks out there. I don't know how many he gave or who's counting them. Electric Head Gino says, howdy, Pecan 420. There's the Nightbot running Bobby Link stuff. Spawn shouts out Pecan as we're nearing the completion of this opening chat family check-in. Fantastic Monday vibes. Great to hear all you. Name could go from Bro Dog to Stir Fry. Pedigree owners can get very protective. Oh, yeah. In the kitchen, we can stir fry. It's a stir fry. Hey, Pecan from Trigger. Space Chief 75 checks in with his 17-month membership chat and says, hey to myself, Scott, and the chat. I think someone gifted me before I could renew. Thank you. All right. Well, let's do it. I almost pulled the trigger on it earlier anyway, but now that I see him, all these things are together. We got Scott, we got Chat Family, and we got Space Chief 75 in the chat. So let's run the video that Terry Nee produced for him to promote our friend Space Chief 75. 17 months. And we've been knowing each other longer on the chat, I like to say. Chat Family much longer. Look at this, guys. Our friend Space Chief, he's a drawer. He's an artist, but it's no AI. There went mine right there. Levy's got some art. You got a show or something going on? You want something drawn up for a special occasion coming up? Hit him up on Twitter X. He's Space Chief 75. Yeah, folks, we're still in the middle of the opening Chat Family check-in. We're seeing what you guys are up to. We're going to do all the fun stuff we normally do. And we're going to have Bobby Tamburro sit in with the not-so-serious news for us. It's Monday. All right, so...
God. Happened again.
Son of a bitch. There we go. Wow. Wow. Those bitches drew Bro Dog in, says Terry Nee.
Yeah.
Thanks, Space Chief, for continuing to sponsor me here on The Vibe. Check him out online, Space Chief 75. Tuesday, 8 to 10. Bro, that's the one we're going to. We'll talk about that. I'll do a little pre-promotion. I'll do a little pre-production, pre-promotion. Let's hopefully he'll be here in the 1 o'clock hour. I know he's taping something right now, but yes, here is. Now this is the first one I saw, and I want to talk to Bobby about this ad because this is how I first found out that he was coming to my city. So I've let people know that I support the Orioles. I live here in Baltimore. So yes, Tuesday, tomorrow, Terry, they changed the times. There's a new flyer out. Let me update you, brother, so you think you know something. Let me see. Share this tab. Oh, not that. No. All right, here we go. I got a new one, Terry. I found an updated one today, bud. Check this out, and we'll talk about this with Bobby. We're going to talk about some other stuff about the show, too, I need to know. Comedy at Gino's Steaks. Tomorrow, doors open at 6 p.m., Terry Nee. If you're thinking about coming down, you're in the drivable area, buddy. The show time is 7, and it's free right there. It's a free show tomorrow. So this Gino's Steaks, Scott, this is the famous Gino's Steaks from Philadelphia. I'm going to talk about this stuff with Bobby, but they have a location here in Baltimore, and so there's going to be a group of comedians playing there, and Bobby is going to be one of them. So I'm going to go see him. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. So maybe Terry Nee should come down, buddy. Hello, Space Chief 75 from Buckshot Kid. Bobby's wicked smart, says our friend Terry Nee. Yeah, bro, you're in driving distance. You know, I'll be down there. I'm going by myself unless you come, Terry Nee. Come on. Space Chief 75 gets acknowledged by Peacunt. He does a show before this one every day at 10 a.m. He's called The Morning High. Check out my friend Peacunt 420, and he does it on Saturdays. BSK, Buckshot Kid, gets acknowledged by Space Chief 75. Peacunt gets acknowledged by the Space Chief. There's the TeePublic store I just told you about. If you want to go see any of that stuff on like different posters or hats or mugs, they let you kind of click around and do all that. And then if you get your kind of stuff, maybe you could do that someday too, if you hook up with Space Chief 75. Hi all. I can't scroll up if I miss someone, says Jerry Lahane. It sounds like you got to start over again. Whoa, we have Pet My Beaver checking in. Oh, Pet My Beaver. Thank you. Thank you, drive through. Yes, and Terry Nee, I want to acknowledge Terry Nee again because, Terry, thank you for sending me a $10 Venmo. Normally when I get a Venmo during the show, it's because somebody's trying to get some money from me or something. But Terry Nee, and I ask about the game. We'll see. I will ask the question the way you asked Terry Nee. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the $10 through Venmo from Terry Nee. And welcome, Pet My Beaver. I showed you the new thing. 28 after 12:28. I had the little dip in the signal. Tighten up, Terry. If you fucking tell me tighten my fittings. The Jackass 2 opens with me singing "Ecstasy of Gold," and they dodge raging. Okay, Riding Bull Suburb. Hello, Pet My Beaver, says Buckshot Kid. Welcoming you to our chat family. There's the Nightbots running. Has Bro Dog been around yet, Pet My Beaver? We have an unfortunate, for those that just joining us late as the show starts and people start to file in, the update for Bro Dog is that he kind of got out his electric fence and he got over to the neighbors' purebred dogs and kind of made them, maybe they're not so pure anymore. So let's just say he's being confined to his quarters as of right now.
Yeah.
Jerry Lahane says, my midget friend got that to happen because she dated them. She cried on the O&A show, stripper 4-footer. Hello, what's up? Hey, hello, it's Japan 1653. Welcome. He's saying hello to me and saying hello to you, Scott. A new name in the chat.
What's up, Japan? Jaspin.
Jaspin. Welcome. Bro Dog got lucky. Yeah, he got him a little something. It's the song that used to open O&A. She's had enough. She's ready to go back home. Me too, says Jim on the dog walk. Space Chief 75 throws out the flame. Hello, Japan. So you get the Bro Dog. You get the welcome here. Electric Head Gino checks in on a Monday and says, if Bro Dog can get in, then other dogs and coyotes can get in. It's the responsibility of the owners to keep their dogs safe from outside intrusions, according to our friend Electric Head Gino. There you go. Keep your door shut. Hello, my pet gets the Hoya from Pecan 420. You're welcome, Space Chief 75. You need to put it on the highest settings, says our friend. Boomer. You resemble that remark, Terry Nee. Air Scott's links running. Great art from Space Chief 75, says our friend, Jerry Lahane. Bone Loads, our West Coast brother, checking in from Cali. We're going back to Cali? I don't think so. Bone Loads is in the chat. We're going to do some Perry talk later there, Bone Loads. It was a doozy, the penalty stream the other night. There's the membership link. Come on, make sure you join for as little as $1.99, folks, to support the channel and be part of the members-only show that goes on tomorrow. Thanks, Jerry from Space Chief, for your compliment of his art. Keep your money makers more protected. Baltimore says, I don't really talk like that, Jerry. I don't got that hard accent. But some of us in this kind of Delaware, Pennsylvania, Baltimore area, do kind of, if you kind of let it loose, kind of have kind of accents, Scott. If you go in Baltimore, people do kind of talk like, they do kind of let it hang like this and talk like this a lot. It does happen, man. It does catch my attention. Mrs. Honeybee checks in. Buzz. Mrs. Honeybee. Interesting, I think he says, of the comedy show, perhaps. A second date, I'll pay. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a free show, you knucklehead. I guess you will. Boneloads gets acknowledged by Pecan. Pecan acknowledges Mrs. Honeybee. All of our friends are checking in because My Lost Interest, the rare daytime sighting of My Lost Interest, shouts you out, buddy.
Lost.
And gives us $1. It has. On the day side, man, it's only a rare occasion that he's kind of busy that he can actually time to check in. Thank you, My Lost Interest. It's great to see you when you hang out on Replayables with us on Thursdays and Saturdays. Brodog is thinking it was worth it, says Terry Nee, about that. You got that purebred pussy, right? Hello, Mrs. Honeybee from Buckshot. Hello, Jim Fanning, 666 from Buckshot. Say hello to Kai. Yes, and ditto from us, Terry Nee says. Say hello to Kai, Mrs. Honeybee. Hello, Bonos from Buckshot. Mrs. Honeybee says hello to Buckshot. Mrs. Honeybee says she will do that. Hi, Boneloads. Whoa, My Lost Interest newly membered up here on BF Live, the Vibe. Uh-oh. Look out. That looks like I'm legally obligated to love you long time. Uh-oh. He joined the 2 Vibe crew, Scott, so let's dance. Oh, you will be eligible to be here for the members only show tomorrow, and you get a special Scotty dance. Thank you for the $1.99 and the $1.99 for being a member. There you go. Pet My Beaver says, could you imagine that every time you get horny, they lock you up? We would have some issues, wouldn't we? Many of us would have issues. It would be kind of like this. They'd be like, I'm going to jail every time. There you go. So, hey, Mrs. Honeybee from Jerry Lahane. My Lost Interest gets acknowledged by Jerry Lahane. Terry Nee says they're suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning in Baltimore, among other things. My Lost Interest, Hoya, from our friend Pecan. My Lost Interest shouts out Jerry Lahane. Long time, me love you long time. My Lost Interest is laughing at that. So ho nee, says our friend Jerry Lahane. Pecan says 420 Hoya bro. And with that chat right there, actually with this one, hello, My Lost Interest. We've just concluded the opening chat family check-in. You guys are awesome. 20 of you in here. Now let's get on with more of the show.
Amongst yourselves.
It is Monday, but you wouldn't know it here on the Vibe because no cases of the Mondays were detected in the opening.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Not one, not in the opening chat family check-in. Awesome opening chat family check-in. All right, well, we're going to make our way up to the 1 o'clock hour where hopefully in time we'll have Bobby Nick will finish up what he's doing and be able to join us for the news, the not so serious news. But I do have my device here, Scott. It is filled with the freshly grinded stuff. Still rocking the super booth. How about this? We can do it all. I want to show you the trailer that, courtesy of our friend Widow Killer, shared it in the Discord in the 100 Proof Podcasting under BF Live The Vibe. He shared with us the trailer, Scott, I know a lot of people are going to be looking forward to the upcoming, supposedly the last Jackass movie, buddy.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville. Now, I've seen him where he's been done some interviews, and he says he can only take, he can't really take too many hits to the head no more, Scott, because he's been concussed too many times.
Right.
So let's see what kind of stunts that he does or doesn't do, what they all do. This is the new trailer for the Jackass movie. It's called The Best and the Last, if you believe that one. This is the official trailer. Thank you, Widow Killer. Let's watch this, making our way up to the 1 o'clock hour. Here we go.
Reminder, the stunts in this movie were performed by professionals.
Hi, I'm Wee Man.
I'm Bam Margera.
I'm Preston Lacey. I'm Chris Pontius.
So for your safety and the protection of those around you,
I'm Dave England. I'm Danger Aaron.
I'm Steve.
I'm Ryan Dunn.
do not attempt any of the stunts you have just seen.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Welcome to the first day of our last film. What are you feeling? I'm sad.
Yep.
Does it make you sad, Chris? No, I'm not in touch with my emotions.
Look how great. I mean, he's been.
Went out again.
Oh my God.
I would like to introduce you to our new cast member, Larry.
Oh, nice to meet you all. Big fans.
Oh my gosh, he got you.
Break your hand so I can throw it on Larry.
Wee Man.
25 years and we haven't learned a goddamn thing. Can someone go get the shot collar for your penis? Poopy said he wants to try it.
Hi, I'm Chris.
You're taking it to a whole other level.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Is this Spot a Pot slingshot?
Pretty happy about it.
If you're
It's
gonna
not
be
about
dumb,
slingshot.
you gotta be tough.
Oh, God. I wonder how that landing went.
This is the escape room from hell. Start the game. I think we're moving to the next room.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. If you're gonna be tough, when you get knocked down,
Let's jump. Good one.
it's not.
You got it in the stomach pretty good.
If you're gonna be dumb, you
That Bam?
We are going to be making history today with the first robot prostate exam.
This is what Jackass looks like at 50.
Oh, hell no. You see the finger on that thing?
That's not a finger. It's a claw.
Oh, no.
God.
Whoa, 626. Widow Killer says he didn't realize that it gets released on 6/26, Scott.
Oh, yeah, right.
On the anniversary. He's become bad grandpa for real, says Space Chief 75. He points out of Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, it makes you wonder. I wonder if he would have had that white hair naturally, Scott, or if all of these stunts drove his hair to being that white.
Yeah, turned him old fast.
Yeah, his body was like, "What the fuck are you doing to me?" What's going on here? All right, well, that's key. He didn't even realize it was 6/26. Looks way better than the last movie that they did. Yeah, this had all the good beats in it. Like you saw them as being young and all that stuff, and then you see them how they've aged and all. And then of course not all of them are around anymore. But the 25 years that Scott. Oh my God.
Was Bam going to be in this new one?
I thought that was a real quick shot of, wasn't that not Bam? Or I saw a body that looked like him and he was looking down or something. But I might have been halfway producing the show. Now Jerry Lehane, this is the odd thing for Jerry Lehane, Scott. He said, "I swear I did not ghostwrite any of this stuff. He didn't ghostwrite any of this. You don't want any credit or any blame for it, do you, Jerry?" Widow Killer says we should have Perry recreate the mouse trap trick. Let's see. Hey, Zach Hoffman. Two things. What's up, Zach? Two things to celebrate 6/26. Yeah, we'll get into Perry talk later on in the second half of the show after the piss break, and we'll talk about the penalty stream that happened Friday, how long it went, and what happened, what had been going on since then. It was Bam and Ryan Dunn. Yeah, I'm seeing things go by quick, and I definitely have my head and my brain on lots of buttons over here on the show, and also I did think I saw Bam real quickly, and it did look an older Ryan Dunn. We could always run it back. I play things twice, Scott. I blame weed. That's why I play things twice here. Let me see what else I have for you. Hey, Terry Nee, man. Now, we had good weather over the weekend. I wonder, did you get out on the links, buddy? Thank you, Terry Nee. Let's see, dear. Let's see. I think Terry Nee did get out on the links this weekend. And we have you don't have the Masters press conference. This is the Average Joe press conference. The Average Joe golfer press conference here before we make our way up to the 1 o'clock hour. And we have a guest and we do the not so serious news. Let's see here. Watch this.
I think he went over his beer threshold today. We've all got a number. It's important you know yours and stick to it. I find 5-6 beers for me is usually where I like to cap it. The game can kind of unravel after that. So I like to cap it there. And unfortunately, Cy missed his cap today. But, listen, golf's a tough game. And to be great at it, it involves a lot of risk. And, I thought he had an amazing risky move out there today, going to the halfway house, grabbing 2 beers, dropping them off in the cart, circling right back and grabbing another 2. I thought that was a risky move, a veteran move, but a risky one. And, unfortunately today it didn't pay off, but I'm never going to be the kind of guy who stands in the way of another man's greatness, or attempts to be great, because I've seen it. I've seen it work the other way where you tap into that drunken ether and everything works for you. Putts start dropping, you play the round of your life, or I've seen what happens today where you pee yourself a little bit like Cy did and shoot 68 on the front. It can go either way. It's a bit of a crapshoot, but like I said, I'm never going to stand in the way of a guy who's trying to be great, and I think that was what the attempt was today, and again, it didn't work today, but there's always tomorrow. So
there you go, Terry Nee. Recreational golfers press conference, if you will. Their recreational golfer press conference. All right. Let's see what else we got here. The goalie saves today. I got a couple other clips. We'll play, making our way up to the top of the hour. Ooh, I like this little clip somebody gave to me. We were talking about Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns is the champion again, but he's not the only one. You got to put some respect on the Taker. These things don't play right there.
But Undertaker by WWE. Okay, take a picture. The phone contest is spinning football. Famous way to the ring. From 16 pounds, the
There's some young ones too, Scott.
Yeah, they are.
Undertaker hasn't been wrestling for a minute, so somebody's been getting into the WWE. Somebody got him in. Somebody been influencing them. Absolutely, buddy. All right, let's see. Let's see. I want to talk about this real quick. I got another video I can play for you in here. How's our boy Andrew doing? You guys didn't do No Filter on Saturday, did you?
No, but he was kind of checked in the chat, and he was I look for us to get back on track soon, but right now we're just doing once a week, Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm. I seen him do a little doing a live yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Let me run a couple. The undies taker, or Scott was. Scott was the underwear. I should have had that ready, Scott. We did. That was one of your first shorts or something we did a long time ago. The underwear taker or something like that.
Yep.
I think that was a Muppet.
When I sleep streamed to Andrew.
Yeah, and then you look kind of weird. And people said not the Undertaker. You look like the underwear taker. See if I can find that real quick. Underwear take. Okay, you coming down, Terry Nee? You coming down tomorrow, there, buddy? Let me see if I can find that. Here it is. I got it right here. Wow, we're gonna put you in the BF Live the Vibe throwback machine. I don't even know how far this goes back, Scott. This says 2 years ago. So we didn't have you said the underwear taker, Terry Nee. We have our own version of the underwear taker right here. I like this. Check this shit out. Welcome to the sleep stream. Oh my God!
Looks like the goddamn Undertaker.
Yeah, right.
Scott is the underwear taker.
Finishing move, the fruit of the loomstone. There you go. That would be. I'll put your panties in a bunch, you son of a bitch. I'll give you a power wedgie. Oh boy, we're giving Scott all kind of ideas for a Halloween costume. Wow, Scott, look at that. Was Stormy was still doing the show with us and all that stuff?
Yep.
Wow, that's a long time ago. That kid had a better costume than Andrew did.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true. Do I have his? Let's see, I can just play it right off of my page too. His Undertaker. Yeah, that video was a lot of fun for people. Where did that one go, bro? Dog, Frankie. Here it is, right here. Oh, that was his Halloween costume. That was right.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going back to last fall already. Man, time is flying. Here's Andrew's version of the Undertaker entrance.
I'm trying to pick the American Badass.
Wait a minute, we got breaking news here, guys. I like how he waits. He waits until he come do it. They come up with this costume, Scott, and then he wants to be the American Badass. After he ends up, and people, let's hear what the people said. What kind of hat he stole? Look at this guy.
Oh my God, it's the Undertaker! Holy Jesus Christ!
Why you dressed like a woman?
Right. Scott, like, why you dressed like a woman?
The American Badass one, because I look more like a witch.
He does look like a widower.
He looks like a widower. Sweet Scorpio says, I think Andrew took Grandma's hat. Miss Undertaker. Sexy little Bo Peep. Oh my God!
Have this fucking guy come on the camera.
Andrew, you're cute, Sweet Scorpio, and that's probably.
Oh, he dipped again.
It's always great when you have to explain your costume. Undertaker. that was Andrew's. That was Andrew's attempt. The Amish bonnet, Jerry Lahane points out. Yeah, the Amish bonnet kind of thing. That's funny. Yeah, because Bobby Nick, you heard him losing it in there because then Andrew kind of hyped that a little bit, right? He's like, I'm gonna be Undertaker. I'm gonna dress up, and I guess his mother or his grandmother, somebody helped him hook him up with that hat, right? And you lost it. You were like, why you dressed like a woman? Why you dressed like a girl?
Like driving Miss Daisy or something.
He did. Or like Jerry Lahane says, an Amish bonnet. Absolutely. An Amish bonnet. Everything's better with an Amish bonnet on it, especially Andrew. All right. Ooh. How about let's run this right here. I got some fun videos we can run while we're waiting for our guests to step in and join us. We're wrapping up the first hour. BF Live the Vibe. Scott, you know that well, first of all, let's smoke number one. That's a way we can stretch some time. Let's do our hit for Donkey Kongington. This is another dab done for donks or anybody you want to smoke to. We don't drink here, folks. You would pour one out for your homie. We just smoke one for our homies. This is for Donkey Kongington or for anyone you want to remember. Another dab done for donks. Come on, let's smoke. Another dab dog for dunks. Doo-doo-doom, doom, doom. Another dab dog for dunks. And another dab done, and another dab done. Another dab done for dunk. Hey. We're gonna dab you too. Another dab done for dunks. Another dab dog for dunks. Oh, Dice Godfrey. Oh, Dice Godfrey. Another dab done for donks as we kick off the second hour of BF Live the Vibe stream show 527. We're just trying to make the most of this one ride we get on this planet, folks, because that's all we get. So we're having the mostest fun that we can in the midday, waiting for our guest Bobby Tamburro will come along soon, and we'll do the not so serious news. I'd like to hear his comment on some of these stories. And Scott, I brought you like the titty press a couple weeks ago at our sexy segments, right?
Right.
Well, check this one out. This is a variation of this because this is a particular one, Scott. If you notice the girl on the left, she's Paige Van Zandt. She's that really hot former MMA boxer. Now she's making far more money than she ever did being OnlyFans than she ever did boxing.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to get, I'd take this ass beating. Let's watch a little bit her and one of her friends doing the titty press, and then we're going to get on with more of the show. Watch this. Here we go. Human hydraulic press. I like to call it titty press. Oh. Don't bust them sacks now. Avocados. Sauce, level 5. That's not the first slimy thing she's had on there, bra. Oh, rice cakes. All right, there you go. All right, now I want to see what our guest thinks of that particular skill right there and all the other stuff that's kind of happening in sports and life in general. We're going to bring our guest in right now. Scott, we got to know this guy just by our love of podcasting and all, and he's been nice enough to do shit with us and hang out with us and certain people you vibe with. So I like to think we vibe with this guy. So I said, why not have him on the vibe? I like to consider him a bro that we know from podcasting. It's Bobby Tamburro, comedian Bobby Tamburro. What's up, Bob?
Oh, I consider you a bro too. Thanks for having me, guys. It's been too long.
It has really been too long. How have you been, man?
Oh, man, living the dream, out here doing comedy, doing podcasts, like you said, just having fun.
Good, man. That's good. Let's do it and get into it. First of all, what do you think about that Paige Van Zandt clip I played right there? Did you see it good enough?
I feel bad for the audience. We go from titty hydraulic press to this. It's got to be like a shock jump scare kind of situation.
Well, bro, don't even sweat.
Boner killer.
Nah, don't even sweat that, my friend, because we know Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern Show days.
Nice.
She hangs out with us a little bit, bro. And she one day she woke up and decided she just wanted to send a picture of her morning constitutional to one of our guys on panel, Bobby. So he screams in horror, and we do breaking poo. So don't think won't be the worst thing ever showed on here on BF Live the Vibe, man.
Well, I'll take it then. Thank you so much.
You're good, man.
I'm glad Wendy covered for me there.
Yeah, she did. Wendy is a trip, man. She's still fucking Wendy, man. So how you been, man? You said that you might be taping something today. Is that what you did earlier?
Yeah. So obviously, check out the Davey Mack Sports program. We do it every Monday, and Modern Day Man we put out every Friday. So Dave and I were on today doing the sports, and now I got out just in time to come see you guys.
Cool, man. Yeah, I have a link running in the chat for the Davey Mack Sports program on Eastside Dave TV.
Man.
So there you go. So check it out. I watched your most recent one, and we could talk a little bit about that because Dave is a wild man. If you never see Eastside Dave, he is quite passionate about everything sports and very gregarious about just everything in life, man. He's a wild guy.
Oh, absolutely. I became a fan of Dave re-listening to the Ron and Fez show, and anybody who's a fan of podcasting, especially this type of thing, I think would really enjoy Ron and Fez if you go back. And I've been fortunate enough to get to work with Dave for a couple of years now, and we have lots of fun.
That's great, man. So that's where you can see Bobby on the regular as far as on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, his passion. So we can get into this a little bit because you do talk about all things sports over there on the sports program. So, at first I really didn't mess with we're going to do the little Rossini and the Vrabel thing a little bit. Absolutely. At first I didn't mess with it, bro. On the first pictures, I didn't even mess with it, right? But what's your thoughts on all that?
Honestly, a lot of people are staying away from it because they're journalists and they are friends with Rossini. A lot of people are saying if you make fun of Rossini and not Vrabel, you're a sexist. But quite frankly, Vrabel hooking up with her doesn't affect his ability to coach the Patriots. Right. Her hooking up with Vrabel affects her ability to cover the Patriots accurately. As we said on the Davey Mack Sports program, if we found out Brian Windhurst was eating out the Spurs assistant coach to get news stories on the Spurs, we'd make fun of him too. It's not about that. It's almost sexist to not make fun of her. And, at the end of the day, I get that it might not have been the most integrity-based thing in the world, but she got news stories too, So it's kind of hard. Well, everybody cheats. Nobody agrees with it. Nobody says that's the right way to live your life. But if it doesn't affect your ability to do the job, sort it out that way.
Well, what I thought, they did bad damage control because, you saw the pictures like from a long lens or something, and you're like, somebody's either really hating on them or they got a private eye on them. Like somebody knows something was going on.
Absolutely. And if you follow it, like they're saying it goes back all the way to 2018 now. Yeah. The Redskins owner's wife was saying that all the stories were coming out because Diana was blowing her husband back in like 2020. So it's been out there for a while. My favorite story that I haven't been able to confirm yet is another female reporter and Rossini both wanted to get the one-on-one interview with Sean Payton. And so they got into a fist fight in the parking lot over who would get to talk to him. And
oh shit. Wow.
I love a woman who wants to fight for her story.
That's amazing. But You know, I do agree with what Dave was saying in a couple regards. As far as ESPN, I think they're kind of their waters are clouded now. You know, in the beginning, ESPN, he was talking about how they don't really cover, they don't really want to touch any of this because now they're broadcasting NBA. You know, they're broadcasting some of these sports. In the beginning, they were just like a stats and a kind of a news thing. They would want to talk about the stuff that they're avoiding talking about now.
100%. It used to be the place you would go get your sports news and get out. Now everybody has an opinion. Everybody has to have a hot take. And honestly, sometimes people just yearn for what happened in the game last night. I don't need to know your spin on it.
Yeah.
Just give me the bottom line. And at a certain point, if you don't cover this stuff, then you can't be that hard-hitting journalism thing you claim to be. Yeah. If you do cover this stuff, then you can't just say, oh, we're just the sports guys. You know what I mean? They've kind of written themselves into a impossible, unwinnable situation.
They want their cake and eat it too. They want to cover they want to be able to broadcast them, but they can't cover them in the way they probably need to in the proper way. Taryn E checks in saying, women can't stop talking. They hate competition. She says, Taryn E says that. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, good to see you, Terry. It's been too long. Absolutely. You know, that's why I think it's crazy that there's not enough fighting in the PI or the PWHL. Have you guys followed this at all?
No, but I did hear you talking about. Tell everybody about the PWHL. What that is?
It's kind of the opposite to the WNBA. What we're seeing, it's a women's professional hockey league that's focused on playing hockey. They're not calling politics. They're not demanding things, and they sold out. It was Madison Square Garden, the Boston Garden, all these places with their games, and are just playing good hockey. Now, I do think there is an advantage in hockey. Like in basketball, you could see a windmill dunk every other NBA game. You don't see that in the WNBA. With hockey, it's the same fundamentals to a certain level.
Right.
But, you know, I'm not against women in sports, and I'm not against women's sports. Let's just do it the right way.
As long as they're good, if they're compelling, if it's something you want to watch. You know, I caught some of the women's games during the Olympics too, and like you said, you don't really know because they're doing the same basic skills. You know, you don't look there and say, I see a bunch of chicks because they're moving and doing the similar things that you're used to.
It's just fast paced, and I like hockey in particular because for years the women have been doing it. There was a female professional goalie, like well before the PWHL. I think she played for Vancouver for a couple of games.
I do remember. I think we might have touched on that when we did Sports Head a while back. Yeah, I do kind of remember that. Yeah.
They also have like in the skills competition, they bring women in and who have outskated the men a number of times, and they're not afraid to show it. I think it's a really cool way to enhance the sport. Plus, as Terry pointed out, women hockey fighters fighting. That's hot.
No doubt. No doubt. I'll never. I had to check some of that out and see some of those lady hockey fights. That's cool. New sports guy is Bobby Tamburro, Andrew's replacement. Yeah.
I don't want to deal with the heat from Andrew.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that Andrew heat. We don't want Andrew. Well, I don't know.
I was laughing. You warned me when I followed him on Twitter, but I was scrolling through my phone and a couple of his reposts popped up in front of some people. I had to be like, no, it's Andrew. He's a good guy.
It's a thing. Yeah, we always used to give a warning of caution that if you're ever looking at the horny wheelchair guy account or Andrew's stuff, that happened to me just like last week, Scott, because Andrew hasn't been feeling so great lately, Bob. So, yeah, Scott, I was on my phone. I'm like, well, Andrew must be feeling his normal self again because I'm getting all these big, chunky, distorted-looking asses and people fucking in all positions in my feed. So Andrew's feeling good.
And it's always like, and I love Andrew, and I hope he feels better. But it's always usually like the girls who are like, say hi for a titty pic, and he says way more than hi.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He's that dude. He's that dude in their DMs, bro. Yeah, he is that dude.
Yeah. I love it.
We've had to warn him about some of these women that are aggressive and maybe have a couple extra parts that they didn't really come out the factory with and stuff like that. You know, we try to coach him a little bit.
Oh, man. I hope he feels better soon.
Unbelievable. Yeah, man. So, all right, I want to talk to you about the show that you're preparing to do and how, because the reason that I got in touch with you again is because I was on Instagram and I saw the Instagram come up that's saying, Bobby Tamburro, you'll be coming to Baltimore. And I said enough that I live here in Baltimore. So you're making your way here to Baltimore tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I will be in Baltimore tomorrow at Gino's Steakhouse. The Drunken Stoner is the guy who runs the show. He's a good comic. He came from California. Last year, he ran a bunch of shows at the Green Turtle down in Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
The original Green Turtle. Oh,
yes.
There it is. But it'll be a fun show. I'm not sure how many people are coming out. Oh, I do see now it's a free show. I feel bad that I offered to get you a ticket for free.
Well, no, no. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this because I thought I was high, motherfucker. Let me look because so I see this thing right away, and I got super excited. I'm like, all right, Bobby's coming to Baltimore. So what I do right away is I go, look, man, I try to for a comedian. I want to help you at the door if that's what's going on. I don't want to be the one that shows up and go, hey man, fucking grease me in or whatever. So the first thing I said, I'm like, hey Bobby, I see you're coming to Baltimore. Whoever, I'm gonna buy a ticket and I'm gonna come see you, right? So I didn't know if that was already in there. So I'm thinking you're probably thinking I'm being like a fucking wise ass or something, right?
No. So that's so funny. We both thought it was a paid show, but I think what he does a lot is he does a couple of first rounds for free just to get a reputation going and then gets it going. I don't know if this one will be that way. When we did him at the Green Turtle, he would give the audience Nerf guns. So if you didn't like a joke or you thought a guy wasn't good, they would shoot a Nerf gun at you. Just to keep the audience involved. It's more of a like circus than a stand-up show, but you see a lot of, you'll see me, you'll see him. I don't know if you guys remember Barb's versus the World. She's coming. She's been doing comedy again, so she'll be there. It'll be a real fun time.
All right, now our boy Terry Nee, you see in the chat, he's kind of in the region, in the greater Pennsylvania, Maryland here kind of region. So I'm trying to talk him into coming down with us. We'll see if we can talk him in to drive.
That would
him down.
be fun. Terry actually saw me one time before, believe it or not. We were at Stuttering John was performing nearby, and I went to see him, and they threw me up for a guest spot. And Terry came up and was like, "Hey, I thought this might be." And so Terry's the man. I hope he can make it, but if not, I get it completely. And like I said, you see all the fun people there on it. I know me and Barb and the Stoner, but everybody else looks fun too.
No, but Terry Nee is good. Terry Nee is good about coming out, so there's a good chance we'll see him. But I don't know if you saw this update here, bro. This is the new flyer. I just saw this morning. They're saying doors at 6, showtime 7, free admission there. It's stated again, though. But
Perfect.
So there you go. So I thought it was originally 8, right? The other flyer said 8.
I will find out for sure for you, but I'm guessing they're running at 7. But if you get there early and it doesn't start till late, we'll hang out and smoke.
Ain't no thing anyway. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to going down to this place. So this is supposed to be like the legit Geno's that originated from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of the competing steak places up there in Philly, right?
The Philly cheesesteaks. Yep, absolutely. And I can't say I necessarily in the great Geno's versus Chicks and all the other options debate choose Geno's, but if they'll book me to do comedy, they're the best cheesesteak you can get.
Well, I wasn't going to pin you on that at all, but my whole thing is that I've never ordered one at all. I've never had. Have you had many of these? Have you had one or the other? Or
honestly, no, I haven't had many of either. You go one time for a Phillies game, and some friends make you stop, and it's decent. But at the end of the day, give me a good chicken salad sandwich from Wawa over any of the cheesesteaks.
So yeah, this is a place, a decent part of Baltimore down here called the Power Plant Live, where they have the popping off a little entertainment district. Man, I imagine you've been down here before, right? You played this area before.
I've been in the area before. I played the Port Comedy is very close by. I've done that a couple of times. Fun little safe area of Baltimore. I know we've all seen The Wire. This isn't
yeah, there's parts of Baltimore. But yeah, so this is the Geno's steak down there. But I'm trying to, this is one of those places where I almost feel like you got to be, you're a little intimidated to order there because they have like a whole of language or vernacular there that I was trying to get familiar with.
Yeah, it's like the with or without. It's used all that. But me, I like almost when there are places like that, I almost get a kick out of being the annoying guy who takes my time.
Do you?
Yeah.
You give no fucks, yeah.
If I'm a local, sure, but there I'll be like, well, no, can I get it without the veggies?
Yeah, right. You got to say wit, asshole. You got to say I want a wit or without. I've heard tellings of this because
how about without the attitude? Let's start with that.
There you go. That's how I want every fucking sandwich, right? That's right. Without the fucking attitude. I like that fucking name, man. So I'm thinking, I don't really like onions, but I do like the whiz. So I was trying to get my wording down. How if I do order one of these, what I would say. I guess I would say without or so. I don't know.
With the whiz, without the onion. I honestly don't know. But exactly. I'm guessing because it's Baltimore, they're going to be a little bit easier.
I would imagine or hope that they are. Give me a cheesesteak, motherfucker.
Exactly.
But,
just walk in whistling, carrying a shotgun.
But there you go. They say place your perfect order, right? It says cheese, American, wit or without. That's what we were talking about. I'm going to order it the way you said though, without the fucking attitude.
Yeah, exactly. And Bobby and Bobby started a fight at the Geno's Steak Show.
Yeah, without the fucking attitude. So, you said you did that Green Turtle in Ocean City, huh?
Absolutely. And that's one of my favorite places. We used to go to the Carousel for a week every summer, right across the street.
You know, all the great spots. I used to stay right there at the Sea Watch next door and all.
Hell yeah.
Sea Watch. I've stayed at the Carousel too. Man,
With the
we
indoor
stayed
ice rink.
But fucking yeah, bro. See, you know some shit, man. He knows some local shit. Yes,
Absolutely.
you gotta love a hotel with an indoor ice rink, bro. We would get like a whole line of rooms and family. We'd have all the doors open and
Just
have
hanging out.
alcohol
Yeah.
hanging out the fucking doors. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Good old times. I saw now, I don't know if you know this, they're doing midget hockey tournaments.
No,
at the Carousel.
no way.
So
No
all
way.
the teams stay and then they just go down when it's time to play. That would be the coolest experience as a kid.
You fucking right. Oh my god, no way. Midget hockey. No freaking. I did not.
I think I don't know if you saw this. Brad Williams, the comedian, came out and he's really mad because they're trying to change the name midget hockey to under 18. And he's like, I don't know if you know this. Calling something the under 18 league is way more offensive than just calling
it could be. Like, what are we doing with the under 18s over there? Yeah.
I'm team midget league.
Yeah. What was that whole thing where he was mad at the Peter Dinklage for dissing dwarfs or whatever kind of. You remember all that story?
Yeah, Dinklage. They did the live action Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't cast midgets for that. And he was like, "Well, you cost 7 midgets a job. You hit Game of Thrones and you think you represent all of us?" And I couldn't agree with that more.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's doing his movies. He's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing okay with it.
Remember when the movie Elf, and you played the guy he thought was an elf? That was a little more offensive than this.
Awesome, man. That's cool. So what's so you do like play a lot of the clubs in the greater like Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey area? But like, what do you?
So I honestly these days I've been hitting a decent amount of road spots. So on the weekends, if I'm not out on the road somewhere, I'm with Earl David Reed, who's a local guy. He did radio in the area, so we hit up a lot of the PA places. But then I've been working with Aaron Berg at a decent amount, and he'll take me on the road. We have something in Myrtle Beach at the end of July, New Hampshire coming up. So I'm getting out there a decent amount, and I just enjoy doing comedy, and it's nice I still get to do it,
I'm glad to see you're still doing your thing. Yeah, Aaron Berg, that's a funny fucking guy. That's just a fucking naturally just a funny guy. I was watching one of the shorts about that other show about, what was the title of that one again?
Modern Day Man.
Modern Day Man.
And that's Eastside Dave and Aaron Berg. And I know I came on hard with the Ron and Fez earlier, but if you truly like that dynamic, that's what it is with a little bit more editing for the modern day, For a while, we had a cartoon going, Black Fart and Mosey, and like they would time travel and, just we're animating. It's a weird experience. Smoke a J, tune in. I bet you have a good time.
That's cool. Well, and that's on the Eastside Dave as well, Eastside Dave TV channel, right on YouTube.
Absolutely.
So you can find that by clicking on that same link. But man, like we go back to like following you when you were doing the POS show and all that stuff, and even when you were back with doing the whole compound thing and all that
video,
stuff.
Yeah, back in the day.
Bro, I wanted to come up so bad when you made the whole argument. I remember that you said, man, all you guys drink whiskey and all that stuff. Like we want beer. We want to do a beer show. And I believe you were trying to do like a beer Christmas show, and you were all about the beer, right?
It was that we were trying to get a keg. Yeah, I wanted a kegger, an old school kegger. We would run the ratio, be like, you got to bring 2 girls for every guy. Just really treat it like a frat house.
You had to be so hyped for that. I'm like, man, it was so. That was a day. I'm like, I wanted to jump on a train and like come up because I think they were offering like maybe people could get a chance to come or something. I'm like, I had half a notion. I'm saying I'm going for the fucking.
Well, we might have to bring that back, in the future here with a different crew, just a good old kegerator, keg party.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, but that was obviously a good time. I mean, I'm saying stating the obvious and everything. I do catch Garrett and Steve every now and then doing their thing at night.
Absolutely, and those guys have a great dynamic. I'm glad they kept doing it when everything fell apart. I wish that there had been a place for them at the network. I think they deserved it. Other than Anthony's show for a while, it got to the point where it was just kind of Garrett and Steve carrying the network. So I'm glad the fans kind of recognize that.
Yeah, it really was. Like I guess I was watching there when I could tell like the wheels were falling off on the In Hot Water when Aaron was kind of like really like calling it in or phoning it in basically at the end of those last couple of shows there.
And then Gino made it his own and was doing his thing, and Garrett and Steve became a part of it. But truly, I think at a certain point, a large portion was watching Anthony and then just those guys because they were so good at producing and they'd been around it that literally they just fit right into the role and created a good show from the start.
Well, really, I liked watching Garrett and Steve before In Hot Water came on and all. I mean, they did the Booth Boys and all that kind of stuff. To me that made it funny, and I'll say this, that really them pushing the back and forth with Gino is a lot of what helped Gino do that show well, I believe, as well.
Oh, absolutely. And, like I said, I hope those guys are crushing it and wish them nothing but success. They were always great and good friends, and still rooting for those guys.
That's cool, man. Yeah, and I saw an Ocean, going back to Ocean City, the carousel and all that stuff. There was also mention about an Ocean City comedy show or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's a past event.
That may have been a past event. I'm not sure what's going on there, but if there is, I try to weasel my way onto it. I try to go to the beach as much as I can.
I might have been looking at some older content and all. I was down there a couple of years ago when they did that Boardwalk Rock Festival. That was nice on the beach.
That sounds pretty sick. And honestly, I'm not sure there isn't really like a major comedy club at Ocean City like that. So you kind of have to find some of these undergrounds. I'm guessing there's a Don't Tell, because there's a Don't Tell everywhere that usually runs pretty good shows, but
just
it's cool that this guy's picking it up and doing something with it. So
yeah, there's this local guy that used to do local radio here named Mickey Coachella. He's got a little place going called Hammer Jokes.
Ooh, you gotta put in a good word for me, Bobby.
Yeah, you check it out. I definitely bet he would probably be interested in having you come through there. I think he has some of the people that been through Kill Tony. I think some of them have come through there too, or whatever. So
that's sick.
But that'd be might be an interesting kind of spot. But yeah, all right,
absolutely. And it's the beautiful thing about comedy right now is it isn't a boom, and so you can find good comedy pretty much anywhere you go. Everybody talks about how hot the Austin scene is. And it really is. But what's cool is you could go to like pretty much any bar that says they're doing comedy and see a working professional comic any given night of the week. And that's great for comedy, especially for guys like us that enjoy it.
Yeah, it does seem like that. At least my feeling is we've gotten away a little bit from the all the political correctness, where it seemed like for a while there, every clip you saw of a comedian was somebody in the audience arguing with them about something that they said at some point in their act
and getting offended by it, which is fine. Yes. Like I get that there's a place for that, and I'm say whatever you want as long as you're trying to be funny type of guy. But when you're just saying things to try to get people to react, I feel like you lose some of that humor. At a certain point, there's the show Crashing.
Yeah,
with Pete Holmes.
But my whole thing,
he has a great set at the Comedy Cellar or Comedy Store, and Mitzi comes and goes, "You were good," and he goes, "What do you mean I was good? I crushed." He goes, "Yeah, but you're just a white guy with nothing to say." And I want to be the white guy with nothing to say. I want you to forget about your life for an hour. I'm not trying to make a ton of points. Just have some laughs and feel good. There's enough bullshit out there.
I've just never. My whole thing is that I believe if I accept to go out to a comedy show, I don't believe it's an interactive thing. I go there to hear. I'm going out to take in what other people are putting down. Whereas to where a lot of people believe, I guess maybe with the computers and the internet now, they just think they can just spew out, or like they're in their living room and they can just throw their opinion out, and we should all just give a shit about it.
100%. And yes, there is some occasionally you'll talk to somebody in the audience, right? But now everybody goes in and goes, "No, I'm going to be the funny guy," and that's where you run into trouble. Now, thankfully, we talked about Berg and Earl David Reed. Those two guys I work with are both great crowd work comics, so they tend to shut that down pretty quickly, and you learn you're not going to out funny them.
Yeah, that's Dukes has a room. Dukes, you were from a Dukes Comedy Club?
We got to check that out. Terry, you know the guy put me in.
There you go. Terry would know. If somebody would know. Stormy goes back with us too, and she's curious about the POS. I don't know if you talk to Pat or whatever. I don't know.
We both just kind of got busy doing our own thing, and you guys were the loyal audience, so now we can just come on here and kind of experience you guys. I wish him nothing but the best, and hope he's crushing it.
Absolutely, that's cool. Yeah, now we kind of affiliated with Bob. Bob's good enough. I kind of promote each other's stuff here. Bob leaving. I don't know when's the last time you talked to him or whatever.
It's been a while since I've talked to Bob, but Bob's a legend, the Reverend. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, he's earned the right to be a little whatever he wants to do. He gets to do it. If he wants to be curmudgeon, he can be a curmudgeon. If he wants to just be the friendly, welcoming guy, he can, because he's put the reps in to earn that. You don't get mad at LeBron for saying, "This is how I want to behave this day." You go, that man's put in the reps and he's earned it. And as far as it goes, pound for pound, punch for punch, not many funnier than Levy out there that I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And you could say, I can tell you don't seem like you're much in this whole Dabbleverse thing, that kind of offshoot thing that they're doing and all, which is, what is any awareness of that? Or?
Yeah, obviously I'm aware of it.
Right.
That's where most of my old friends went. But that's where they ended up. But at the end of the day, it's not my cup of tea. I think the guys like Carl, Shuli, Blind Mike is a great, Tukey. They've all created shows around what they're doing, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Where I think you run into some issues is where you get people who are just mocking what other people do. And the beauty is John kind of deserves it. He's a piece of shit, so you don't feel bad. But at the end of the day, I always like the guy who's trying to create. Whether it sucks or not, you're trying to make something your own. And I think truly that's what Tukey does with a lot of the call-in things. I think that's what Blind Mike does. Carl's a great job with his jingles and production. So I think that assuaged some of the criticism, but you get into a point where if you're just mocking what everybody else does, they're just going to mock what you do, and nobody's going to have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it's just like it's saturation. It's just kind of overdone, over talked about, it's like there's 100 different shows out there that you kind of talk about that. Dabbleverse is okay and doses of our friend Terry. It's gay though, LOL, she says. It is. It's both. It's okay to talk and it's gay.
And I am a bit of a nerd cunt, so no worries.
No, that's actually the nerd call, because we have a great friend. That normally means that our friend Space Nerd checked in right here. Nice. See that one? So yeah, I'm glad we pointed that out.
You guys ever seen the movie Miracle, where they're asking the players where they're from after the fight, and the one guy goes, "I'm from wherever won't get me hit." That's kind of my take on the Dabbleverse. I'm just trying to make people laugh. I'm not trying to pick sides.
Man, we got our friend Space Nerd that checks in. Terry Nee, I'm great. I'm blessed to have. We have a great chat family over here. You've known that for a while.
Yeah,
and really Terry Nee, he kicking us some fun content. So whenever Space Nerd shows up in the chat, this is why they were calling nerd. So this wasn't for you, Bob. This is for our friend Space Nerd. We're going to go to the dark side of the nerd right here. Terry Nee made this for our friend Space Nerd, inspired by the whole Artemis mission, the whole the moon thing.
Starts playing different tunes. I'll sing
nerd
on the dark side of the moon.
Terry Nee made that just because we do that to our friends.
Mad.
Space Nerd. He's a lot of fun, man. So we got to get him to come out, man. Come on, Terry Nee. So I ain't got to be downtown Baltimore by my damn self. We can have a witness of walking to our car and shit like that,
Oh, absolutely. And we'll be in touch. We'll hang out too.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know if you still imbibe now. Some people get on and off of the smoking all, but we were smoking a little bit, so we're gonna do it. Well, Scott's outside. I'm gonna take a little moment right here, man. We got some great. Chris Popke made me this great smoking track. We do this in remembrance of our friend Donkey Kongington. It's just a little song to play while we smoke. Come on. Another dab dog for dunks. Doo 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 doo. Another dab dog for dunks. And another dab done. And another dab done. Another dab done for dunks. Hey, gonna dab you. Another dab done for dunks. There you go. Well, I'm going to fade that out. There you go. So getting back to sports a little bit, what do you think about this whole the Flyers Phillies series? I know that's a popular in-state kind of rivalry thing.
Oh, absolutely. And I love it. My favorite meme I've seen is you got all these retiring legends, last run for the Penguins, heavily favorite, and the Philadelphia Flyers, and the power of friendship is slowly defeating them. And truly, there's nothing more Philadelphia than upsetting Pittsburgh's last run.
There you go.
Of the two, I tend to skew more Flyers, but if I'm watching with friends, whoever the majority are rooting for, I'm rooting for the opposite, just to make the game more fun.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, I mean, when Mario Lemieux was a Penguin, man, it was hard not to like the Pittsburgh Penguins when he was out there scoring 3 and 4 a night sometimes when he was, on that trip.
Absolutely. And I do think it does kind of summarize the divide of Pennsylvania. You've got the classy, does the things the right way Penguins, and then you've got the Broad Street Brawlers in Philadelphia, the Claude Giroux, the Daniel Carcillo. He's going to fight you and might stab you with a skate.
Similar to Eagles and Steelers, right?
100%.
Right.
Exactly.
Different kind of fan bases.
And both fun.
Both fun.
I mean, those Steelers fans get into it, but just you're not going to get jumped in the parking lot if you root for the opposing team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was crazy. They had that draft up there in Pittsburgh where they said they have 750,000 people in a town that only has 350,000 residents, I think.
Just incredible. And
right?
I mean, I'm sure you've been to Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful city, but it's just not built for the riots and stuff like the way Philadelphia is.
Not built for, yeah. You're right. Yeah, it's quaint. Like the streets it's older. It's the streets are smaller and all that stuff.
I used to have to. One of my jobs in college, I worked for a Clean Water Action was the name of the company. So I would go door to door in Pittsburgh and ask people for money to save the environment. And it was just the worst job. But if I did that in Philly, I'd make it one stop and then get shot. That's how I
the fuck out of here with your fucking water out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness, that's cool. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little cynical when it gets to be the playoffs because I'm curious when some of these series they go to 7 games a lot more.
It does feel like that has happened a decent amount more, and you don't know. I go back to the Tim Donaghy, the ref, who was like, I didn't have to cheat. I could just know the way the game was going to be called, who was going to win. And I feel like you could do a number of that if you're the NHL and you go, hey, we're going to call this a little tighter, a little looser to influence it. And
it happens. And speaking of that, let's touch on the ABS system in baseball real quick, being that you do sports and everything. Absolutely. What is your take? And when you and Davey Mack talk about this whole ABS, the automated balls and strikes system, what is your take on that?
So I'm pretty similar with Dave in that we've seen enough bad calls. Like, it's ruining the game. And now that we're allowing a couple of challenges, it's just highlighting how bad these umpires are. Let's go full to it. Let's every pitch, you still have a home plate umpire who hears the call in his ear. He's still making the calls. And my big thing for a while was all these catchers learned to frame. And how are you going to frame? Mm-hmm. But now we've seen the gimmick where they're framing it bad on purpose to try to get the other team to challenge it and then lose a challenge. Like, it's such a chess game that I think it truly fits even though it's a new invention, it fits the old narrative of baseball, like the gamesmanship, the I'll do this, you do this type of thing. And I'm all for it. I do think it'll be fun when we find out the Astros have been hacking the ABS system to make their strike zone tinier.
Where's the trash can in this thing? Yeah,
exactly. And all these teams have esports now, so let's get the nerds on it.
That's true. Yeah, but that Major League Baseball has admitted that there might be a need for adjustment. My only thing is like with breaking balls. I mean, there used to be the thing where a ball would like maybe break as it came across the plate. At what point is the ball being perceived or picked up? That's what I question. Is it the
front of the plate or the back of the plate? That's a great question. And I think it becomes a game of, okay, the ABS is better than the blind eye of the umpire for now. How do we tweak the ABS to make it better over time? And, kind of like we did with umpires. You can't tell me in the 70s when guys were throwing 90 is the same as when they're throwing 104 sliders. Like, the eye had to evolve, the ABS will evolve. Let's make it about the players. I'm tired of seeing umpires ruin games.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like any kind of game where the umpire has too much influence and all. And the game, I mean, I guess I'm okay with the game clock in that it does, at least you don't have these, 4-hour every night kind of games anymore.
No, exactly. And you can commit to a certain amount of time. I think it honestly, one thing players aren't realizing is it's keeping them fresher longer too. Like, if you go to the gym and you do the same 5 sets of 5 reps for 5 different exercises and you spread it out over 30 minutes or you spread it out over an hour, by the end of that hour, you're more fatigued, even though you've done the same amount of work just because it's drained you longer. So I think we're going to see players' careers kind of extend a little bit more, less of the overuse injuries occurring and things like that, despite guys getting the same amount of work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm often amazed at the usage of how these guys pitch you hear them that they pitch so much when they're not when it's not a game day. They're pitching these simulated games, and I don't remember when I was a kid always hearing them pitching 9 innings of simulated games on their off days.
No, it's crazy, and then on the other hand, you've got these aces that he threw 107 pitches. He cannot throw 108, regardless of the situation.
Or the world will come to an end or something like that.
And then you see, who was the pitcher for the Dodgers from Japan, Yoshino, who pitched a full game and then came in Game 7 in the World Series and pitched 3 straight innings. And you're like, can all the guys do that? Is he on juice? Is it some ancient Japanese technique that we haven't learned yet? Who knows?
Yeah. There you go. All right. All right, well, Bob, I did tell you that normally we take a piss break right here about the halfway point of BF Live the Vibe at 1:35 or so, and we had so much fun talking to you. We didn't even get into like doing news or any comment and all. So it's up to you if you can hang around. You're welcome to hang around, but if it's you need to be you're out, we can get you out of here too, man.
No, I'll hang around for another half hour or so. Not a problem.
All right.
I love hanging with you guys. I am going to take advantage of your piss break though.
All right, but then let's do that right now. We're all going to take this 2.5 minute piss break. Bob says he'll commit to staying with us till the 2 o'clock hour. So go ahead, get your head start, Bob. Go ahead, Scott, get your head start. I'm going to run it right now. We're hanging out with Bobby Tamburro. We're having so much fun. We haven't even done the not so serious news yet. So let's take a piss break. Let's do things a little different here since we have a guest on the Vibe. I'll run the piss break. This gives Scott and everybody a chance, and Bobby and myself, to go to the bathroom, and you as well. Grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a snack and a friend, and tell them that we're hanging out with comedian Bobby Tamburro and Scott Fitzpatrick. And when we come back, let's see if we can kick off the not so serious news, and we'll get Bobby involved in some news in comment right after this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. More with Bobby Tamburro and everybody right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
You know I touched my PP. Let's get back for the second half of the Vibe. Stream Show 527. We're hanging out with Bobby Tamburro and Scott and Bro Dog coming off the piss break. Let's go. All right. You like that piss break there, Bob?
I did. I love how much production you put into this. It's truly impressive.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. My little operation here. I appreciate the comment. Oh, I got a friend checking in backstage. Oh, this is somebody that we're all familiar with. Let's bring him in for the second half of the Vibe. And then we're going to kick a little news for the last 20 minutes. And Bob's going to hang around with us for the 2 o'clock hour, get some fun comments on this. But let's bring in a friend from Canada. He's a bro that most people know. He's my friend. He's yours. He is Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick's in the house. Come on, Bobby.
Hey, deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. We're doing it. We're having it. Captain Nick reporting for duty, sir. Yeah, on the poop deck. You know, I think we got a problem now because we got 3 Bobs. Holy shit.
No shit.
Too much Bob for everybody now.
Bobby Nick, and that's why I had to go with the BF Bobby Frank. There's too many Bobbies. All the Bobbies are here, man. All we got to do is get Bob Levy now, and we'll do the all Bob show.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
We hung out with Bobby with you. You remember Bobby Nick, I assume. Do you not?
Oh, how could I forget Bobby Nick? Good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you.
One of the most prolific podcasters out there, man. If he's not sleeping, he's podcasting. And Bobby Nick famously says,
I got deep butt cheeks.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
That was a result of, I think, he had a near miss. He had a near miss one time. We were talking about one of our near misses, and we like, did it, get in your pants? He went, nope. He said, nope, it didn't because I got
deep butt cheeks.
And there you go.
That's right.
I told Bobby. I told Bobby about the breaking poos that Wendy pulled on you, Bobby Nick.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. You'll hear
It's
this,
rough.
The telltale scream of horror. You'll know when it happens. All right, well, why don't we do this? Scott will be back in a minute. I'm going to make my conversion over to my news desk because I want to see what you and Bobby and everybody think about these fun stories I have as we get into the other news. Let's do the not so serious news. Well, let's do it, folks. We got a guest, Bobby Tamburro, and Scott and Bobby Nick. Let's get into the not-so-serious news for Monday, April 27th. It don't feel like a Monday to me, so I hope it don't feel like a Monday to you either. All right? In our first story, I should say, you could probably do a segment called A Florida Man. Oh, Scott's back. I know that sound of relief. Scott's back from his
shit.
He like, oh, damn, TMI. All right. Let's get into our first story. Influencer atop a lawnmower allegedly smashes an Ocala Target store before entering the store. Here's our first story in the not-so-serious news. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not a robot. I got to prove I'm not a robot by clicking a box.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hang on. Let me see.
I'm going to reload if it's brownie.
Let's do a reshare of that one. Let's do a take two on that one. Yeah, guys, I got the video of it. This is definitely, this is the most Florida story. Like, this is one of those stories, Bob, I think when you hear about a lawnmower going through a Target, you can kind of guess the city, right?
I would assume.
Yeah, it's got to be something to do with Florida man.
Look, he even went with the suspenders right here, guys.
Oh, my God.
An apparent social media influencer clad in overalls rode into Target in Ocala atop a lawnmower on Saturday, allegedly crashing into and causing damage to one of the store's automatic doors. Check those out. The video shared online by local resident Vanessa Scarlett. Located. Yeah. Coming through my frozen. Oh,
you're a little robot-y there. Yeah.
Fuck.
I think you might be good now.
Signals in the water, Bobby from Roboto.
The 38-second video captures the moments leading up to the man's entry into the store, as well as the moment he crashes the lawnmower into the left door of the entrance to the store. There are some pictures of it, but you want to see the video. After repositioning the lawnmower, the man eventually drives through, but you don't want to see pictures. You want to see the actual video. So let's go to the videotape right here. Where is the said video? Oh, son of a bitch.
Go.
Am I going again? Let's try to find the link to the video. Here it is, right here. Like to see it? Here we go. Go and get.
Oh, damn.
Go and get. Go and get.
God.
Go and get. It's a Florida story, Bob and Nick. And there you have it. That's our first story in the Not So Serious News. Had you seen that, Bob?
No.
You hadn't seen that?
I know. I think that's a new sport. I've been following all these guys that run into the Scientology things. Now we got a new one. Let's combine the two. I want to see somebody take a riding lawnmower through the Scientology halls.
Well, I think I saw an update about these guys. There might have been another video of these assholes going into a McDonald's with a blower, and they were running a blower in there. And I think I've seen the update recently. I think the police finally caught up to him and got up with some simple charges on him and all.
I don't know. I think, it's crazy because, ever since, everybody has a camera now, you see all this stupid shit being done. Maybe we should just go back to the way it used to be. Nobody would do stupid shit and film it. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I like the stupid shit myself. I want to see it.
Stupid shit is why we have shows to do, Bob. Nick,
well, that's true. That's true. We got content.
I would say, as long as there's a human race and social media, we'll always have content for our shows. They'll never let us down. The human race.
That's
all right. In other news, doing it, an influencer news right here. Another influencer was obliterated by a giant shore break during the Bali photo shoot. I love these oblivious videos here, right here, Bob. Oh, there you go. But there's obvious reasons we can show this video. It says, we all know that the ocean is not to be toyed with, a force of nature rife with power and unpredictability, sparing no humans and striking at moments' notice. And yet sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. Do it for the gram, as they say. That's what happened to social media influencer Elena Babkova. Apparently, a Russian national living in Bali. She was attempting a photo shoot in Indonesia, frolicking in the sand, when a shorebreak wave came crashing down upon her and her dreams of virality. It's an exemplary clip for the ever-entertaining influencers in the wild page. So let's look at it, guys. Let's see what it looks like when she gets wiped the fuck out, doing it for the gram on the not-so-serious news. Let's see what this looks like. Look at she gone. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be one of them she got washed out to sea kind of influencers. I think we've heard those stories in the past.
Fuck yeah. I'll never stand by the ocean.
All right, there you go. Second little fun story. Terry Nee does point out, I was going to say this, Terry Nee, we did stupid shit, but luckily a lot of it wasn't on camera.
Yeah.
Which allows the embellishment over time, right? So the story gets slightly better. Now I feel like we've got these young kids with camera who have to be able to back up everything they did, which is how we get some of the crazy stuff we get.
Exactly, Terry. So
I think it's more extreme.
Space Nerd checking in. I wonder if we had cameras, if it would have made us even care about it. The stuff we were doing, and we would have just done it and filmed it anyway. I don't know.
I think we probably would have done it anyway.
I tend to agree with that.
I have less of an issue with this influencer because it feels like she posted the clip. Like a lot of times you get the influencers in the wild from a third camera perspective. This feels like her take went wrong and she still put it out. I'm cool with it. Make fun of yourself.
Even bad gram is good gram, I guess. Let's see. With the 76th overall pick, the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select wide receiver George Pickens. What's up? Matty Ice USA checking in on the chat. The only thing left to do is to move as far as the internet problem we're having here. I'm not sure I'm quite there yet. This next story is about Pamela Anderson. She did that the reboot of the whole Naked Gun movie. Did you happen to see that, Bob?
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, I did. I watched it on Netflix or wherever Amazon, wherever they offered it. It was okay, but I gotta say it's nothing like the original as far as Leslie Nielsen and all that stuff goes.
So gonna be so hard to recapture that energy. They were so good at what they did, and they were the first to do it. Like now, all this stuff's become hack because everybody's copied it for 30 years.
That's what
exactly.
That's what it felt like. It's not that they were trying to do the things, but it felt hack because it felt like they were doing something that was formulaic that we were already familiar with. And you remember I don't know if you remember all the talking about her and Liam Neeson being, kind of cozy with each other and all that stuff.
Yeah.
During the movie. and he was quite older. Well, now we have another story about Pamela Anderson, as John used to say when he was the announcer of Tonight Show. Pamela Anderson. I'm not going to say Nicolas Cage. Pamela Anderson and Tom Cruise keeping in touch after sparks fly, and they can talk for hours. So here, they always had us thinking that Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson were a couple, but now they want us to think this. Let's see why. Now, what do you think? Have you noticed this no makeup look that she's going for here, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as opposed to the overcaked on, like when you see what Madonna's gone with as of late, aging slightly naturally, not the worst look in the world.
Very good. Fair enough.
Still looks like a human.
Fair enough. Absolutely. But it is bold considering how she was like just that pinnacle of beauty. She was the epitome of all that stuff at one point. And the fact that she's gone this way is kind of really bold for her.
That's why I'm thankful I'll never be considered like the sexual icon or the beauty standard, because as my looks fade, I don't want that to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, right. They have to live through this and all that stuff. But
it's a lot of pressure for us.
It's a lot of pressure for us. Yeah. But now she's rumored to be with Tom Cruise. Apparently, they got together on something. Romance rumors are swirling around Pamela Anderson and Tom Cruise, with a source revealing the Mission Impossible actor made the first move. According to the source, Cruise 63 reached out to the former Baywatch babe 58 in 2024 to applaud her big comeback performance in The Last Showgirl. I did happen to see that movie, Bobby.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. She, I don't know if it was Academy Award level, but it was in that neighborhood. It was fairly decent.
Interesting.
Wasn't bimbos. Like the game Tamburro. Yeah, Terry Nee gave me a $10 Venmo. Maybe you will get. It was a little vague for me. Maybe we'll clear this up. He says, ask Bobby T about the game. Do you know what that means?
I do.
Okay.
We talked about this a lot on POS. It basically, you score points for jerking off while your roommate's asleep in the room.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Multiple pointers if he had a girl sleepover or something, and I am one of the best. I'm
you got the highest score?
Yeah, by far.
Holy
it's
shit.
like Will. They're not sure it's a number anybody's going to reach.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have known. See, I should always know that Terry Nee had some meaning to it, because he was nice enough to send me that Venmo with the question, ask Bobby T about the game. And I'm like, well, Bobby T does a whole sports show. What game are we talking about,
this
Terry
is
Nee?
a different one. Yeah, no, it's been a while. Thanks for the reminder, Terry.
Whole different. Wow, that's that's awesome, man. Okay, but it does, talking about that movie, The Last Showgirl, which I was just mentioning that I saw, the movie got people to see Pam in a very different light, including Tom Cruise, the source tells the National Enquirer, and they've been in touch ever since. I just think she looks like good victim material for him. I don't know. That's my sense on this, Bob.
I'm starting to think she's a star fucker.
Ooh,
yeah, no shit.
I don't know.
Is her and this guy, her and that guy? What?
She was a rock star fucker. Now she's just going to actors now.
Yeah.
That was going to be my question. How did Tom make the first move? Did he just invite her on his boat and be like, look how I steer too?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Did he jump up and down on a couch, do Oprah style and all that shit like he did, he was famous for or whatever? Like I steer too. That's an old reference for the old. If you didn't see the Pam and Tommy Lee famous video, that they made, the home video that got away from them, if you will. Previously wed to Mimi Rogers. That's been so long ago I had forgotten. Previously wed to Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes, the action star is a very private guy. So until they're at a place they want to make this official, Tom will play his cards close to the chest, the source notes. But he certainly doesn't shoot down the idea of dating Pam when people bring it up. Anderson, who counts Tommy Lee, Kid Rock, Rick Solomon, and Dan Hayhurst as her ex-husband, allegedly speaks of Cruise's love language, movies. She's a huge cinephile. That's something they have bonded over, the source dishes. They can talk for hours about film and the business. So there you go. There's another story. And
I think Tom Cruise is a great actor. However, to say you're a cinephile and you can talk film with him all day, it's not like you're making, some Wes Anderson flicks where there's a lot of layers to it. It's usually he's super cool. He fucks the girl. He saves the day.
Yeah. Yeah, is Senna what the prefix we want to put before file in this case or any case? Just the prefix. Risky business. Going back to the original Tom Cruise movie right there, right? Risky business.
I agree. Fucking Pamela would be risky business.
Hi-oh, there you go. Oh boy, says a friend Space Nerd about that story about. Yeah, I don't know because right, he had Katie Holmes. He's had a couple of those kind of different wives and doesn't quite work out. I don't know. She banged Bret Michaels. I bet she had nothing but a good time. I'll tell you what. We razz Terry and we have a good playful back and forth because you're probably familiar that Brett is from the Pennsylvania area, Pittsburgh area or whatever.
Absolutely.
And Terry Nee might have been a grade or two behind him, a little bit of jealous of our friend Bret Michaels or so. So there's a little bit of familiarity and razzing due to that here.
He wasn't cool enough for the band.
Yeah. You could be equipment guy. You could be the roadie. All right. Check this out, guys. All right, we just smoked a little weed if you partook earlier, but check this out. Scott, look what people are trying to do to get their smoke on here. 22 Buddhist monks were found with 110 kilograms, guys, of drugs, okay, on a Bangkok flight, police say. Drugs are bad, okay, unless you have enough to share with everybody. Let's see. 22 Buddhist monks were found with 110 kilograms of narcotics hidden in their luggage at Sri Lanka's main international airport, police said. The monks were remanded into custody until May 2nd by a court in Negombo, after what police said was the largest drug bust in the Bandanera Lake International Airport's history. The suspects were produced before the Negombo Magistrate Court after being detained at that airport, that I'm not going to attend that airport, near Colombo on Saturday. Authorities described the interception as the biggest single detection of the potent plant-based strain of cannabis called Kush. They got caught with 110 keys of fucking Kush. Oh, no. Police and customs officers said the group arrived from Bangkok, Thailand, at about 10:10 on April 25th. Investigators said the monks had traveled to Bangkok on the 22nd of April using airline tickets allegedly arranged by a sponsor. All right.
He goes underwater every so often.
Yeah, he does. Something's wrong with his connection. It's okay, though. Yeah, you're back. You're back.
That is 240 pounds of marijuana. It says the 110 pounds of suspected Kush and hashish were found concealed inside specially prepared luggage with false walls and bottoms. The bags were reportedly packed with school supplies and assorted sweets. A Sri Lanka customs spokesperson told the APF news agency, AFP, each carried about 5 keys of narcotics concealed within their false luggage. So, don't mind me. The seized drugs were valued at more than 2.5 million pounds on the street, according to police. Authorities alleged the group had been photographed in civilian clothing while overseas and engaged in activities they considered suspicious. Police said the detainees were mostly young monks from temples and institutions across Sri Lanka and were pushing higher education. They added that this was the first reported large-scale narcotics case at the airport involving individuals wearing monastic robes. So there you go. Monks, weed monks.
I blame the monk music.
You blame that heavy metal monk music?
Yeah.
Same class. There you go.
I bet they were pushing higher education.
Really higher education.
Now, we actually, I was an altar server all through high school, and we had our church raided by the DEA because we bought so much incense that they thought we were buying weed because they saw all these like ground up packages because it looks pretty much identical and it comes in different strains, so it's labeled the same way, like it's this version of incense, and they thought for sure we had drugs. And we said to be like, no, you could test it all, just smell it.
The fake shame. Oh,
Shame.
blasphemy.
Shame.
Shame. You baby.
Shame.
There you go, Shane. That's all right. Hey, well, let's see. It is right here, 2:00, Bob. I mean, you can wrap up right here. You good or?
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna jump off if that's okay. I got to get a couple things done before the show tomorrow, but I hope to see you, Bobby, and I hope to see you, Terry, and anybody else that wants to come. Let me know. And I saw someone say in the chat that if Andrew was disappointed, because I'm a sports guy too. Next time Andrew's feeling up for it and you have him on, let me know, and I'll try to jump in to say hi. I miss this son of a bitch.
That's fine that you miss him and all, but Andrew deserves what he's got coming to him, because Andrew reneged on a bet with our friend Scott Fitzpatrick here real quick. I don't want to hold you up too long, but Scott and he made a bet. Tell him the bet real quick, Scott.
I got long hair. I got it kind of pulled up in a ponytail. Got long hair, and I bet him I shaved my head on these shows. I bet him I can't remember what game it was though. We bet on
some football game, a playoff game or something.
Yeah, it was a playoff game. We bet on the football game. I bet my hair to he has a problem of it has an attention span problem. So when he'd get on this show, he would always be messing around on another show or something like that. So my bet was I bet my hair to he had to do Bobby this show and this show only for 1 week, and he lost and he welched on me. I bet my hair against that guy.
And you shaved it. I know you're that serious.
He couldn't even stay off a device for like 2 minutes. It was funny. Like what was it like? I think it was like not even 10 minutes in, and we busted him.
He had no intention on ever paying up. But he would have let me cut. He would have let me cut my hair though.
Oh, in a heartbeat, you know. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, thank you guys so much. It was great to catch up with all you. I missed you guys.
All right, man. I'll promote this while you go. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow down here at Gino's at the show. I'll let them know where I'm going to see you. Thank you, Bobby, for your hour, man. I appreciate you, brother. Check out Eastside Dave. That's right. All right. There's Bobby Tamburro, man. So, yeah, tomorrow night, I'm going to go down here to this Gino States comedy show. He's coming here to my town, the Power Plant Live area. Come on, Terry. You got to come down because you're in the area. Anybody that's in kind of the general Baltimore, Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania area, come on out. We'll be down there. We'll check that out. It's a free show right there. But I swear, Bob, you weren't here, but it says it's a free show. But when I first contacted him, I said, "Hey, man, I'm going to buy a ticket for your show." And he's like, "No, man, I'll look into this for you," or something like that for you. And so I thought we were both fucking around with each other about it being a free show, but he didn't know it was a free show neither, basically.
Wow. How do you do that?
There's in a rush to buy each other a ticket for a free show.
Yeah. We were basically. They like the place will pay them to come there and all, just do the show and drum up business. It's
I guess right. That's
Philadelphia
that's the
cheesesteak place, Bob. So I might try to have one of them, buddy.
Right on.
Because they have it. It's supposed to be the original Philly cheesesteak. But yeah, there it is, right there. Doors open at 6. The show time at 7. It's admission free, right there. What you say?
Well, who's all going to be there?
I can't say there. These are more like local comedians. I can't say I'm familiar with everyone other than Bobby. But they're this is a local kind of show here in Baltimore, in my area, bud.
That's pretty cool.
There's a guy in the hat that looks Asian. That guy, yeah, I don't know, maybe he's like maybe he's got a BF Chang thing going on. There you go. But that's Bobby's right there. You have to tell me he's looking pretty good with his head shaved all like that and everything, and just a beard. He's got a good look, I don't want to get overly gay and tell him that. That was really great. Thanks, Bobby, man. We appreciate you checking in, man, and thanks for giving us an hour. He originally said he would check in at 1, and I told him I'd try to get him out here at the piss break at 1:30, but he was nice enough to extend it another half hour. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. I haven't seen Bobby in quite a while.
But yeah, so I fucked up last week, Bob. I've been reaching out to him for like a week or 10 days. I said, "Hey, man, let's come on. I'd love you to come on the show." Apparently, he responded to me last Monday. I didn't see it until last Friday, and so that's why.
Oh shit!
So yeah, I put out the message to him, and he responds to it Monday, and I didn't see it until Friday. So there you go.
Well, at least it happened. At least it went down.
That was nice. That was great getting together with him. Great time talking and all. We had so much fun. My intention was for him to sit through the news and all. We would do that from 1 to 1:30. We had so much fun talking. We never even got around. That's why we're doing the news still.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the way it always goes. But yeah, like I heard Bobby say, he likes the production that you have here. So yeah, I mean, thanks. It is kind of like you have that production, but it kind of gets slowed down when somebody else is on, right? So
yeah, oh no, it's a good thing. I like it and all. And yeah, check him out on. There's a link running in the chat. He hangs out with the Eastside Dave. right here. I'm going to show you this short. He also, Eastside Dave does this with
neat and organized. But my wife is
Aaron
a
Burr.
sloppy ass fucking pig.
Oh yeah, Aaron. Holy
Can't
shit.
stand fucking bitches like that. It's like I have to fucking come home from work, crushing another modern day man, and there's dishes all over the point. We put to the point where in summer months there's flies in the kitchen.
Did you want him to finish the?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This one actually struck a painful memory. That was
She's messy and
too close to
disorganized.
home.
She often.
There you go, Eastside Dave TV. There's the channel. There's the videos and all. I watched the most recent one right here. Sex, Lies, and ESPN, the Davey Mack sports program. That's where you can see Bobby hangs out with Davey Mack on here.
Seems like a fun guy to hang out with. But when you're shoved down people's throats, like the Ryan Clarks and the Orlovskis and the Mina Kimes, it's like, oh my God, I can't get away from these fruitcakes.
There you go. Check out Bobby. If you want to see what Bob's up to, hanging out with Eastside Dave and the Davey Mack sports program, there's a link running in the chat. You can click on that, and I'll take you right over to that. As we continue on.
I didn't even know that was even going on. That's awesome.
Well, that's why we love having him here and, yeah, letting everybody know what he's been up to lately. Yeah. Well, I mentioned it to Scott the other day, Friday. I'm like, Scott, I fucked up. And, Bobby Tamburro, I could have had him on the show. And he's like, oh, man, it's been a long time since we've thought about him or anything or had him on the show or anything. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have a lot of good memories with those guys because, they were like the booth boys, right? For Compound Media.
Yeah.
And, I mean... Yeah, they were like the guys behind the scenes, but they had a show, So that was awesome.
Well, I said as much. I think you and I said this that we used to enjoy that show more than he would they would make In Hot Water better. I thought.
I think so.
The dump. I think the dump made.
The dump for sure. I mean, it was a perfect lead in. It was a great show to watch, and then. Gino had to fuck everything up. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Because I'll admit, I liked Gino when he was with Aaron Berg. Aaron Berg and Gino had a good chemistry together. Mm-hmm. I think Aaron Berg was like way funnier, but he also boosted up Gino's talent. I think and then after
that's what a good person does for you. Yeah, absolutely. He totally did that, and
after he left, I mean. Man, that show
in my opinion, and I touched on this with Bobby. In my opinion, the lift became too heavy at the end there when you saw Aaron literally calling in from doctor's appointments and doing video ins when the last month of the show. Yeah, so you could tell he was obviously out of it mentally long before that. But
I missed all that Compound Media and stuff and everything. I didn't come to know Bobby until the Pat Oates podcast where they did that POS.
Right.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Is where I came to know him.
Yeah, he was going down and producing shows, and he even had a Bobby's World or a couple shows that Anthony let him do on Compound Media. We didn't even touch on or talk about that. Buckshot Kid said, "How many Bobbies do you know?" That's how I end up having with the old BF and Bobby Fran and all, because we would do shows and they go Bob and we go Bob. Who? Which one? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's why he's Bobby Nick and I'm BF. And then
remember when we used to podcast with Bobby Easier? Holy shit. That got confusing. Yeah. Because I don't think you were even BF at the time yet, right?
You were old Bobby, right. We were all Bobby.
Bobby who? Bobby.
Yeah. Bobby. All right. Let's see what we got here. We're doing the news a little later and all, so we'll just shift and keep doing this. I'm going to tell you about, actually here, I said I was going to do this story about gamblers. So, nowadays, it's been a while that, with all these sports betting sites, you can basically bet on anything nowadays, right? You can bet on
for real.
You can bet on the stock market. You can even bet on the weather. These poly markets is what we're going to get into in our next story in the not so serious news. Yeah, these gambling things, it's not just sports or anything that you have to bet on anymore, folks. You can bet on any number, a myriad of things. In our next story in the not so serious news, I'm going to tell you about some gamblers allegedly tamper with a weather station sensors to win poly market bets. Bob, is our next story. This is in France. So these people were betting in this poly market, in these online betting things. And there's Scott, you can bet on the temperature. But is that not the sign of a problematic gambler? If you have a gambling addiction, you might be betting on the weather. Check out this story and what they did to win money, Bob. Even if you've been living under a rock for the last year, you've probably heard of the Poly Market, the popular online betting platform that allows people to gamble on virtually any aspect of modern life. From Donald Trump's next military action to the price of oil or the results of elections. You can even bet on the temperature in a certain place at a given time. But as is often the case, certain bets can be manipulated. Météo France, the French weather forecasting service, believes that a weather station at Charles de Gaulle Airport in France was used to manipulate bets placed on the Poly Market on what the temperature would be in the French capital on certain days in March and April. Data shows that on some days, more than $500,000 was placed on bets on the temperature in Paris, with some wallets pocketing around $280,000 by betting that the temperature in Paris would reach 19 Celsius on April 15th. Surprisingly, at approximately 9:30, the temperature reached 22 Celsius, whereas it had just been 18 Celsius in the middle of the afternoon. So there's the changes right there. Sébastien Brana, the vice president of InfoClimate, a group that focuses on climate observation, told the French paper Le Monde that his organization first noticed a sudden and inexplicable rise in temperature at Charles de Gaulle Airport on April 6, when temperatures briefly rose to 22 Celsius on 9:30 p.m., before dropping back down to the colder spring temperature it was. When the information came out, we all thought it was a sensor drift. Then we suspected a maintenance problem, Brana said, adding that the second occurrence on April 15th prompted some investigating. It was soon revealed that the temperature anomalies coincided with unusually high winnings on the Poly Market linked to bets on Paris's temperature readings at that exact time of the abnormal readings. For example, an anonymous trader with the username XX25XX bet $119 in Paris on April 15th would jump past the equivalent of 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and he won $21,398. Damn. Météo France, the weather agency, said it filed a complaint with the airport police about possible tampering with its equipment. And the people have already started speculating that someone must have used a lighter or a battery-operated hairdryer to heat the temperature up, Scott, like when you used to didn't want to go to school, right?
Yeah.
Kind of heat it up, put under something. The weather forecasting service stated that physical findings on one of our instruments and the analysis of sensor data prompted a complaint. French analytics firm Bubble Maps reported that no other weather station in Paris area recorded the unusual temp spike, and that the XX25XX bet the day was 20 times larger than a typical wager. Interestingly, the weather station at Charles de Gaulle Airport was the one used to track the temperature on the Poly Market. Poly Market has yet to comment on the situation, but its website shows that it is no longer using Charles de Gaulle weather air sensor data, and instead is using data from the station in Paris Le Bourget Airport to settle bets. So there you go, guys. Gambling. Yeah, Scott, I'm like, you can picture, I need to win the money. I need to win the bet. We have to debate the bets. Maurice, the baguettes. I need to win the bets. Win the bets. There you go. Let's see what people are saying about anybody in the chat. Could you hit the like button like our friend Space Nerd says? Oh, I see somebody backstage. I didn't know that, but I see him now. Well, let's bring him in since I'm in between stories, and it looks like a beautiful day in Sydney, Nova Scotia, because Frankie McDonald is here.
I got this one. I just sent Bobby Nick a video of me dancing and then being chased by gorillas today.
All right.
I forwarded it to the group chat.
Ooh, we're getting his sound.
We're getting his sound back in today. Feedback. That's we would never get feedback from Frankie.
All right.
A new comedy video I did. The guy dancing and being chased by gorillas. That's a new comedy video I did today.
I got it, Frankie.
I'm just wondering about the double sound. Here we go.
All right.
Frankie, new video.
Okay, guys. Let's do it.
No.
Frankie.
Sounds like gorillas are after me now. Oh my God, there's a bunch of gorillas after me now.
Get away. Run from him, Frankie.
Run from him, Frankie.
After me now.
They still have them.
There's so much gorillas after me now.
Run, Frankie, run.
Run, Frankie, run.
Run, Frankie. Playing the monkeys. Oh, chair dancing already.
I think the echo makes it even
better.
How many?
All of them.
These gorillas can't stop chasing me.
Oh no.
The gorillas finally got away.
Woo.
Gates, watch him fight down.
Hell yeah. Exercise video.
Be prepared. Frank Del got a light sweater and everything.
Yeah, it's right here, Frankie. Look, I'll do it. I'll do it this way. There you go. That's at Walmart.com.
You can get this.
Be prepared. The Frankie McDonald. Guide to life, the weather, and everything. If you think this echo's funny now, sounds like it's messing me up. Let's dance with Echo, Frankie.
Oh shit!
Thanks for checking in, Frank.
Let's go.
This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV live continuing on Scotia. Extreme cold air is headed Minnesota on Sunday, January 10, 2016. P4 Minnesota, be prepared. Cold live Minnesota.
It's beautiful there, Frankie. Beautiful clear day. Echo.
Very cold weather in the state of Minnesota. Cold live Minnesota. Very cold.
It's Echo Day on the vibe.
So tight. In the state of Minnesota, don't leave your throttle tight. In the state of Minnesota, drink lots of green tea, drink lots of white tea, drink lots of very north.
Cool, like man. One more time around.
Very cold weather in the state of Minnesota. Very cold weather in the state of Minnesota. 5 minutes.
All right. That echo's a little rough today, Frankie. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. See you next time, Frank. Whoa, that echo was hella today.
Holy shit.
That last bit had me sweating. That's why I had to cut the song off earlier. The echo had me sweating. Oh my God. Look at this.
That is rough.
First she's that echo, and she said, I feel like things are going off the rails. Well, there you go. Isn't that part of the reason why you watch? All right. Thank you, Frankie. Thanks for checking in, man. Get his book at Walmart.com, Amazon, wherever fine books are sold. You will love learning about our friend Frankie, man. I love that video. He's like, gorillas are chasing me. The Scott was like, how many of these gorillas chasing? Awesome. I love doing this shit. All right. Well, I got one more regular story, we call it, and then I have a bikini report we're going to run like we always do. This one story, Guys, I got a story about cocaine hippos. Cocaine hippos. That's right. Cocaine hippos. That's right. And not so serious news. Check this out. Some of you might be familiar with this story if you follow modern crime and things of this nature. In this last regular story, before we run the bikini report, descendants of Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos to be killed in Colombia, South America, Scott. Yeah. So are you familiar with this? This dude was so eccentric and so rich. He's like, I don't care, man. I want the fucking hippos. You bring me fucking hippos for my zoo. Okay, man? He had his own hippos, Scott.
Right.
That's that. Money's a hell of a drug, I guess.
I guess they call them cocaine hippos because they bought them with cocaine money. Is that what?
Maybe so, Scott. Maybe that's probably it. Let's see. Pablo Escobar's reign of terror didn't end with his death and continues today in the form of a horde of hippos plaguing the Colombian countryside. Earlier in April, Colombia approved euthanizing up to 80 wild descendants of 4 hippos that Escobar brought to the country in the 1980s for his estate's private zoo. After his death in 1993, the hippos escaped and began reproducing in the wild. An estimated 170 hippos now live in Colombia along the Magdalena River, as far south as Escobar's former residence, Hacienda Naples, and extending up to 100 miles north near Puerto Berrio. Right here in that circle right there, nearly 200 hippos have been sighted right here in that circle area. The story has been decades in the making as the Colombian government tried multiple non-fatal methods of culling the hippo population, including neutering and relocating. Colombia's environmental minister, Irene Velez, declared the attempts too expensive and unsuccessful. Why are the Colombian hippos problematic? Hippos are native only to sub-Saharan Africa and thrive in water-rich environments, which is why the non-native hippos in Colombia stay close to the Magdalena River. Hippos have an average lifespan of up to 50 years and no natural predators in Colombia, which is why the population ballooned from just 4 to nearly 200 today. Experts estimate the number could rise to 500 by the end of the decade. They're out there. 4 of them.
They're a dangerous animal, too.
Yeah, they're attacking shit. 4 of them.
I think they're the number 1 animal for most responsible for human deaths.
I think I have heard that kind of weird stat. Well, I have some other weird stats right here about hippos, Scott, and this is why they're troublesome and where they're at right now. 1 hippo can produce up to 13 pounds of waste a day.
Whoa.
Ain't nothing, shit. Yeah, they say. Which they deposit directly into the river. That alters the water's chemical makeup. That's an understatement. Makes it taste a little shitty and threatens native species like fish and otters. Hippos also have affected human population by damaging crops, attacking fishermen like Scott just said right there, invading schoolyards and causing traffic accidents. How's the Colombian government been dealing with these hippos? Controlling the hippo population has been controversial among the government, environmentalists, and residents. A hippo named Pepe, believed to be one of the original 4, was killed in 2009. His death was met with public outrage and a court-ordered ban on killing hippos as a means of population control. Colombia has offered to transport these hippos to zoos, but no country has agreed to take any. They also can't be taken back to Africa because they're genetically distinct. They're inbred. They're genetically distinct from wild African hippos as a result of inbreeding. And they could also carry disease which could damage the African ecosystem. On April 13th, the environmental people, Velez, introduced the nearly $2 million plan to physically and chemically euthanize hippos, which will be selected based on their size and proximity to humans. The government hopes to kill at least 80 hippos by the end of the year. Cocaine hippos!
It sounds like if they got that many hippos, if they just kill a certain number of them, they're just going to have that problem again.
Right, if they don't kill everyone. Right, if they don't divide. if they don't divide any, they don't kill, then Scott makes a very good point. They're quelling the numbers a little bit, but they're not treating the problem, right?
Yeah, you're not getting all the cockroaches. You leave a few behind, and they're going to repopulate.
There you go. All right. Well, why don't we wrap up this not so serious news segment the way we do everyone? But we're doing a little later today because we are blessed to have a great guest today, Bobby Tamburro. That was a lot of fun, and yeah, I like that when it does. It makes a lot of fun here. Let's finish up the news with the bikini report. This bikini report is about AI, and it's asking, is AI rotting our brains, Bobby Nick? Is AI rotting our brains? Well,
probably.
I'm going to say it's probably a good chance with some of the stuff that we've seen people make and do with it. That is the question, though, here. To wrap up the not-so-serious news with the Bikini Report. Hey, Bikini Report, tell us about the MIT study about AI, and is it, in fact, rotting our brains to finish up the not-so-serious news?
New reports are raising eyebrows about how artificial intelligence could be affecting our brains. Researchers are warning that relying too heavily on AI chatbots may actually weaken critical thinking and memory, a trend known as cognitive offloading. Instead of working through problems, users may be skipping the mental effort that helps build understanding. And experts say this could reduce intellectual independence over time, especially among students. In fact, it seems to literally affect their brains. One researcher at MIT had 3 groups of students write essays, one group using ChatGPT, one using Google Search, and one with no technology. Their brain waves were measured while they were working, and the ChatGPT users had up to 55% less brain activity, and they weren't even able to recall quotes from their essays. Okay, obviously not all AI is bad, and a lot depends on just how people use it, which raises the question, how much do you use it when you have to research or write something? Let us know in the comments, and remember to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Brain rot. It's official. 55% less brain activity among those that use the ChatGPT.
I wonder why I'm so brain dead.
You just sit there. Oh, Bobby wasn't here for it, but we're going to do it anyway.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
That's right. That scream of horror means only one thing here on the Vibe. Bobby Nick got a picture of breaking poos. Let's see who sent it to him today, Bob. Who did what?
Oh, it's Robert Spawn.
Spawn.
Whew. This is a rough one. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's swirling in the toilet. You know, it's a wraparound. It's a coiler. You know, it's like a snake wrapped around.
Don't jump out of the toilet and bite you. Oh my God!
Damn, I mean, it kind of even looks like it has a brown mouth. So yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes you get those toilet cobras where it has a head on its got the head bends over and looks like you got a toilet cobra.
Yeah,
for real.
Oh, see,
don't have that Dairy Queen Q at the end.
we tried to explain. Bobby somehow thought that making a transition from we were showing like some sexy video or something attractive to him was going to be like the worst thing he could see here on the Vibe, and I'm like, oh no, my friend, breaking poos is the worst thing that can happen on the Vibe. Oh my goodness, there it is.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Like making media shares for PCO. What's up? A few guard hippos. A few guard hippos would be nice to scare them with riffraff away. Like them. What's up? We're going to do a little Perry talk. We're definitely got to do some Perry talk because we got to talk about the members only, not members only, but the penalty stream that happened on Friday. But there you have it, folks. It's much later than we ever normally do it, but that's only because we're having so much fun. We had to push the not so serious news up to not right now with the last half hour of the show to go. We will get into Perry talk and some other fun stuff, but that was the other news. That was the not so serious news. Yeah, we're wrapping up about some serious news. Damn, I forgot. I was going to play. We had so much fun talking with Bobby Tamburro. I wanted to play 5 letters of music with him. He would have been fun to do that with.
Oh, yeah. Shit, eh?
Because one of the things that at least I'll speak for myself, I used to enjoy was like hearing like Bobby talking about the old 70s songs and stuff. And Pat Oates was like who are you? Like, where are you from? Like, that you kind of know all these old songs, right, Scott?
Right, yeah.
Like Fleetwood Mac and stuff. And all that stuff. Yeah. So, he had a Harry Chapin thing on his page. Bobby Tamburro has a channel too and all. He does he likes Harry Chapin and all that stuff. He's definitely an old soul. So it would have been interesting hearing his 5 letters of music, just 5 random letters of music out of our friend Bobby. That would have been a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to show you this video, Scott. Now you were on Sports Heads and you said, BF, I have an old pack of like baseball cards from, was it 93 or something?
92, I think.
92, 93. I knew it was something like that.
There's 92 because I was hoping for a Randy Johnson.
so Perry's always looking for a Randy's Johnson too.
Shut the fuck up.
You love Randy's Johnson. Well, Scott, check out this. Now, these are a bit older than what you had, but when we did Sports Head, Scott said, BF, I have this pack of cards from 92. If you want, we can open them up on air for something to do on Sports Heads. And we did just that. I don't think we found Randy's Johnson. I think Perry found Randy's Johnson. But that was a good moment there, Scott. And I like the fact that we talked a lot of sports and Andrew wasn't here. I was getting a little joy out of that. Were you not too, Scott?
I did. Yeah.
When we were riffing on sports, I'm like, we're doing a sports show here and Andrew's not part of it. I'm like, this is working out good. So it's almost like his little mini punishment.
Yeah.
I brought that up. That's why I wanted to bring that up to Bobby, too, so he kind of knew all that. It's so much fun, man. So we could have done 5 letters of music. We'll have to have him on again and do that another time. I'm going to hang out with him tomorrow night. I'll let you know how that went. But here, Scott, this is these are 1952 Topps baseball cards. This is allegedly a pack. It says it's a pack of them, 8 sealed packs of 1952 Topps cards. Let me run this video here.
I think that's around Mickey Mantle's era, ain't it?
Yeah, bro. Yes. All the big ones are in these packs. Yeah. Let's get. All these things don't play. The sound don't play right away. Come on.
One of few examples known includes 8 original untouched packs of 1952 Topps.
Yeah, there it is right there.
We have left action here. What do we got? I have 360,000. I need 380,000. 500 bid, 520,000. 600 bid, 620,000. 700,000, 700,000. 7 bid, 710, 710, 710 bid, 720, 720. Last call, 720,000, 720,000. Sold for 710,000 to buyer 414. Congratulations, 710,000.
Yeah, and they have something they call the buyer premium. They have all types of different added fees, and it took it up to over $800,000, Scott, for those cards.
Damn. That Mickey Mantle might have been in there, though.
Right. Now, my whole thing is, Scott,
can't open it, though, to find out.
Right. That's it. That's my whole point, Scott, is that you really, if you keep true to this, you don't really know what you have.
Yep.
You might have just some fancy wrappers that have something like, kind of wrapped around it.
Yep.
So... But
if you open it up, it might become almost worthless compared to what you paid for it.
Exactly. So these people are going to be passing this thing around. Will somebody, ultimately have the balls to ever open it and go, yes, this was what was in it? Or are they always going to keep it like that, Scott? So that was the first bit of curiosity that I got off of that thing right there. Was that? But yeah, $800,000. So there you go. A little video to play in the middle, and I wanted to bring up the fact that you opened that pack for us. But let's get into a little Perry talk now, because there was a penalty stream on Friday, and boy, was it a penalty. I don't know if it was a penalty for Perry or if it was a penalty meant for us, but it was, in fact, a penalty stream that went down on Friday. So let's talk about it and all the other kind of crazy stuff that's gone on since that penalty stream when we get into a little midday Perry talk. Let's do that. Perry talk. right, let's get into it. We'll take it back to Friday and everything. Perry Talk. I even let you know that last night I was hanging out once again in the Discord. I'm part of the Perry Caravella Live server over there on Discord. And Jim, Hollywood Jim, the one and only producer extraordinaire, he does a show, the Rainbow Bar and Grill Show over there on Discord. It's a really fun little show. He'll play an old Perry episode in the background. You're supposed to talk about it, and we will from time to time, but we really end up talking about what's going on current day Perry, past day Perry. We'll talk about what's going on in our lives too. So check out if you ever see that on Discord, the RBG, Rainbow Bar and Grill Show that Jim does. But look at this, Scott. Perry was drafted. Did you know he was drafted?
No.
Look at the 2026 draft by the Las Vegas Raiders. First overall pick, it says Perry Caravello, position homosexual, college, supermarket, university. And it says, Perry, I had absolutely no idea you were entering the NFL draft. Congratulations. This is absolutely unbelievable. First overall is something to be incredibly proud of. Jim, can he celebrate with the wife? All right, so there you go. So that's how we're going to kick it off here, showing you that. There is the penalty stream that went down on Friday, folks. So it was a doozy there, Scott. Did you see any of it last Friday? Do you remember?
I just hit and miss when I just in and out. I can't really remember much from it.
Drop my plate. Well, look, good. I'm glad that's why we do Perry Talk. Drop my vape pen on the floor, Scott. All right, no. Can't do that. All right, so yes, it was a penalty stream, but like I said, I'm not sure if it was a penalty for him or for us because I don't really think he likes us, man. He's miserable. He hates doing them. Let's see. There's his shirts. Got some new wardrobe. 2 inches. Take it or leave it. That's accurate. How about I'm a gorilla, but I can beat off 100 men, Scott? Oh, he was asked a famous Gay Monkey question, too. I love being a black woman, says Perry right there.
Shut the fuck up.
It's your shirt, bro. Don't say nothing to me. All right. Now, it was a penalty stream, Scott, so it kind of went, like, Tom wasn't going to try to get too crazy. I'm trying to think of the timing here. I think he went past midnight here where I'm at on the East Coast. But then Perry, for no good reason, like he does many times, he ran out to the car even without a threat up to it, Scott, because he wanted to end the stream.
Right.
So he wanted to leave, and we're probably like, well, he probably went out to his car, and he did, and he came back in. So I put in the chat, and I'm like, ooh, Perry won. Like, because Tom was going to end the stream. He goes, all right, well, we were just about done. I'm like, oh, you can't let Perry win like that.
Yeah. So
then he comes back in. We wait for him to come back in. He comes back in. He was yelling, get the fuck off my computer. So then Tom goes into overdrive. After trying to end the show, then it turned into Perry wanted to get in the shower. So Perry got in the shower, and we all hung out and talked and everything, and we were still there when Perry came out the shower. And he was like, get the fuck off of my fucking computer. So then, Scott, that wasn't enough. Look, we joined Perry in bed. He tried to turn every light off at one point. I'm like, he's going to fall over walking around in the dark.
He sleeps like a vampire.
He does. Look at him with that belly up, but this is with the night vision camera. Because everyone sleeps with a belt on, as the caption says, right, Scott? It's a regular belt. There he is, but sleeping like a vampire with the belt on top of all the covers and everything. Oh, and another thing. When he took a shower, Scott, he had his piss-soaked shorts on, these plaid shorts on.
Yeah.
He wore them the stream prior, like on Tuesday or Wednesday. He wore them Friday again. He had told us before that he pissed in them, that piss soaked through his shorts. He gets in the shower that I told you about. He gets out. He put the same pissy shorts back on. Yes, he did, Bobby. No. He put the same pissy shorts back on. And he's like, they're making an excuse. All right. Now, here's some background.
Why bother him taking a shower then?
That's what we were trying to tell him, Bobby Nick. He's all this, I need a shower, I'm dirty, I got the piss and all that, and he goes and takes a shower and puts the same, he's got that credenza with all, you don't need that big credenza if you're just going to wear the same pissy shorts and the same two shirts over again.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't really need that big piece of furniture. All right, now this is a great bridging clip right here for everybody, Scott, because if you're like us and you kind of got more into Perry around the pandemic, before that there was this big three that we kind of always heard of. We might have known about it loosely with Don and Mole and stuff like that. But this is a little good bridging clip for everybody. This is how the big three ended and PCL began. A little history lesson here on Perry Talk.
Perry or Tom, tell us the story how the big three ended and how Tom got you here on PCL today and forward.
I would prefer Tom telling the story better than me.
Why don't you tell? We've told it a million times, but why don't you tell it?
Well, what? What? The pool party?
He can only
Really
argue,
storyteller.
Scott. He can only argue against whatever Tom says. He can't say nothing on his own. But if Tom starts, he'll just start disputing and arguing with him left and right.
Riveting storyteller. Okay, quickly. I've said this many times. It is 5.5 years ago. Bird Brain here lost his disability. He used to get disability checks every month. That would barely cover his essentials. Barely. But he lost that for reasons not worth getting into right now. I was floating him a lot. Nobody else was. Over that course of the pandemic, he was doing things like going on Cameo and stuff, which helped a little bit, but, wasn't exactly covering all the things that needed to be covered. And Perry was taking out these bogus credit cards, just making things worse. Perry started streaming on OnlyFans, kind of as like a backdoor goof. But people loved it.
Ain't that some shit, Scott? People think that's a joke, but he did. It's because he was looking for outlets where he could broadcast and make money, and he was actually on OnlyFans. So when some people have questioned this, that was an actual thing. But it is fucking funny when you associate Perry and OnlyFans.
Show you get a visual. You get a visual of Perry.
I just wrote down OnlyFans.com.
Yeah, that's when he started streaming, but it became pretty popular pretty quick to the point where we decided.
Me too.
That he should take it mainstream, not behind some weird adults-only paywall. He was also doing Big 3 once a month, but it was via Zoom because it was the pandemic, and even that was like it was on kind of its last gasp because it just for many reasons, and that had only been a thing for the past since that past January. And that was a whole conflict with the other two members of the Big 3, not worth getting into. Anyway, well, Perry was doing both things. He was doing Perry Caravello live and the Big 3 at the same time. But one person was extremely jealous of Perry's newfound success. And
everybody doing the people math?
Just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Not Perry. Another person was very happy for Perry, not me, and thought that Perry Caravello live was a great thing and can only, boost audiences on Big 3 and PCL. The other person didn't see it that way and got very angry and took his toys and went away. So that's basically it.
Well, you got it. I love how Tom tactfully talked around that, Scott. If you do the people math and you read between the lines, there's only Perry, Mole, and Don, right? And so he says, somebody was happy, somebody wasn't. Now we all know that Tom wants Mole to possibly show up for the show. So you kind of do the math and figure that out. Or you just listen to Electric Head Gino, who says, it's always Don. He's a snake. Yeah, he always seemed like, I don't know how I ever thought he was going to turn messing with Perry into the fame, the big star that he wanted to be. I don't know. I don't think he didn't think that through or anything. Perry emojis, Bone Loads says right there. Shout out Bone Loads. I blame you for getting me involved in Perry Caravello. Or should I say, I thank you. Because what a great freaking fucking community of people, man. To shout out the demons. What do you say, ladies? What do you say?
Can you or Tom tell us the story how the...
I can drop my life to be with you.
What do you say?
Right here. Right now. Move in to my place in 24 hours. You're mine forever.
Any takers? Look at that fucking face. That fucking face.
I can drop my life to be with you. Right here. Right now. Move in to my place in 24 hours. You're mine forever. I can drop...
Space Nerd, you hypnotized?
Big 3 ended and how Tom got you there.
I can drop my...
I want to thank the Space Nerd quickly to a little aside because for those that are interested in the video gaming streams that I do, the Retro Vibe gaming stream, Space Nerd, I think you guilted Shawnee into putting a section in for me now. So if you go over to the 100 Proof Podcasting Discord, there is now a section that is Retro Vibe Arcade. Thanks to Space Nerd badgering our friend Shawnee.
Yeah, I seen that open up. I was like, oh.
So
okay.
so Space Nerd, I saw her badgering Shawnee in the chat in our general chat saying, Shawnee, why is there not a retro vibe arcade section? So there you go, nerd. Thanks to you. Thanks for that extra push for Shawnee. You know how he is. All right, let's go back to Perry Talk now, because one of the shorts that not a short, but it was not exactly a short, but a little video they did of the diet of a health nut. They're showing him eating all these big salad bowls with all this dressing on them, and he's eating his leftover cold spaghetti, Scott. And we determined that these salads he thinks are healthy have 1,100 calories each.
Oh my Lord!
Damn.
Yeah,
That's and then calories.
Tom got him to cop out of him that he eats at least 3 of them a week, Bobby Nick.
Oh boy.
11. So this is the Mr. Health Nut. The diet of a health nut is one of the videos you can see if you go over and visit Perry Caravello Live on YouTube. I highly recommend you do. You can be a member over there for $4.99 for Shopback level, and you be credenza like me for $9.99. You can see any of this stuff anytime you want. But yes, the diet of a health nut. They went through various clips of him and his various eating. Thanks, Shawnee, says Space Nerd. Finally doing something the people want. Check out our friend Bobby Tamburro. If you missed him, go back and rewind or watch it again. Bobby Tamburro is on the Davey Max Sports program on the Eastside Dave TV channel right here on YouTube if you click on that link. Really great having Bobby Tamburro stop by today. The Diet of a Health Nut video, check that out over there on Perry Caravello Live if you want to. Let's now I thought Donald Trump and Perry were best friends if you listen to Perry. But Donald Trump finally calls Perry a what? On Perry Talk.
Did you see what he did today?
When they saw this whack job.
You can show it if you want people to see it. Can
Go
we show
ahead.
it? No?
Sure.
So I said to Christina, would you like to lick some of my cream pie? And she goes, you're disgusting. Get out of here. So she smashes it in my face like this.
Could it be? Say.
Over and out.
It's funny. It's stand-up. It's funny
He
stuff.
was good in a certain way. He's a nut job.
He's a nut job. You heard his best friend. You heard his best friend. Oh, boy. Now, I remember this one. This was one of the Weather Matters. Now, Tom tries not...
You.
It's been a while since we've had a Weather Matters. We've had Perry cooking on Wednesdays, but it's been a minute since we've had him wear this terrible Blues Brothers wannabe suit. And look at his bloated ass in his suit and do a Weather Matters. Look at that gay hand right there he's got. Got the gay hand right there going big time. Gay.
He almost looks like the Penguin.
Yes, he does, Bobby Nick. Many people comment on how he basically looks like the bloated penguin when he does Weather Matters. It's been a minute. And Tom normally Tom will take the back seat on this show, really. It's not none of the reading the chats and kind of, the regular PCL. And Perry would always tell you, Weather Matters is not, this ain't regular PCL. But Tom had to get involved one day because I think he was being like really sluggish. And Tom wanted him to drink a C4 on Weather Matters on Perry Talk.
I am not opening up this can of you. Do you understand
2 minutes later.
me? You. I'm turning it off. You pain in my ass.
What's up, Mandy?
Yeah. You! Shut up and listen! I'm not drinking it, goddammit! Shut up! Shut up! We're done with this goddamn business! You, me!
Right, see, because Tom wouldn't even get on air and say, hey, Perry, we're not doing the regular PCL. He tried to call him on the download and say, hey, man, just drink the thing. You're being a little sluggish and all.
Already me! You me enough! I am done with her! And both! You fucking moron! Oh, shit.
He never gets the pattern, Scott.
Yeah.
I think this too, Widow Killer. Widow Killer says, I thought Black was slimming, but Perry looks bloated. He does.
I am not
Look at him.
opening up this can of...
But you did. 2 minutes later, you did, that is. There you have it. And they're always great about pushing what Bob's doing there, sharing content and all. I believe that, I don't know the exact date, but I know that now, let's see, Bob was on the Perry channel on PCL, so now the visit is Perry's got to come over to Bob's channel on the Levyverse, so we'll have to look forward to that coming up in a few weeks. Hey, Scott, I participated in this. It says, Perry calls this a fanny pack. What would you call this? Look at that thing, man. You know what I called it? I said, what did I say? I wrote, I wrote, a woman's purse that you wear is what I called it, Scott. Other people called it a diaper backup facility. Red Fug Lee said a vault of lies and suppressed homosexuality. Gina Propeller says, a propeller, have you tried to keep up with him on foot? Wow. He must have that nervous energy. But you know, Scott, what I thought was so cool is that when he and Bob finally did get together the other night on Perry Caravello Live, Bob made a point of telling him, you didn't get to go to Disneyland and you're not. I didn't allow that to happen. That shit was so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Because Perry, he's bitter about it. He goes, I didn't get a chance to take Gina before she left, right? He heard him get upset about it.
Right.
And Bob was like, fuck you, Perry. I made that so you couldn't go. You taking it. You ain't taking nothing. All right, well, if you want to see what happens, you have to check in tonight, 4 Pacific. You see it, folks. That's for tonight's Monday Night PCO. We'll have to see who won the last week's media share was that Jeopardy one, I think. That was a great one. So it's Monday Night Media Share, Monday Night PCL, 4 Pacific. That's 5, 6, 7 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States. This is a throwback clip, Scott, from when Corey Feldman had the guitar for a minute. Remember that?
Right. Yep.
Because as soon as the guitar got away from Perry, as soon as Victor got his ass beat when he was working for Amazon, he got jumped for the guitar. And soon after, Corey Feldman had the guitar. And Perry wanted that guitar back from Corey. But then Corey had to get some legal representation on Perry Talk.
I am Daniel Dizak, and I have been hired by Mr. Corey Feldman. In the case of Feldman versus Caravello, we contend that possession is 9/10 of the law, and since Perry having no receipt or bill of sale or proof that he even ever owned the guitar, it now rightfully belongs to Mr. Feldman forever, or until he sees fit to sell it to someone else. Thank you, Judge James Mahoney of the Superior Court, for seeing fit to rule in our favor.
You fucking asswipe! You suck! You're not an attorney! You're a thief, you fucking crook! You're a bank robber and a piece of garbage! You fucking lowlife! Corey would die, Zach. Please! How many meals does he want? From you, you piece of garbage. Yeah, let Corey Feldman take you to McDonald's and to Del Taco and all those fast food shit joints down by you. I'm so sick of this shit.
He is so programmed. Like might have heard one time that McDonald's is bad for you. So now everything about McDonald's is bad for you. He's like that kind of person. And that's why he thinks all those salads are better for him. He won't even consider that it might not be the case. This is when he was drawing around his titty and all.
Yeah.
Last night on Discord, when we were checking in with Jim PCL on the RBG show, the Rainbow Bar and Grill show, we were all wondering, Scott, we were missing the old half white, half black beard.
You're right.
Remember that? That was one of my favorites.
Yep.
That was one of my favorites. All right, right here. The liquor department photo. Oh, let's see about the old photo. Is this from the liquor department of Albertsons by any chance? The liquor department photo on Perry Talk. Watch this.
You'll never get my fucking photo! God damn you!
All right, Perry,
fucking crook!
Bro, it's very nice. When you peel it off the wall, peel it very carefully. In fact, use a hairdryer to heat up the glue because it's probably been on there for a while.
State of Ty Cobb. Your constant disparaging of the game of baseball really disgusts the Ty Cobb estate. Effective immediately, Tom Brennan, an actual baseball fan, is granted ownership of Perry's Ty Cobb photo. Go fuck off, you kiss my motherfucking ass! That was my liquor department picture given to me by Seagrams. You can go to hell! Kiss my ass! You'll never get my fucking photo! God damn you!
All right, Perry,
fucking crook!
Bro, it's very...
Okay. Guess they ain't getting it. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, why don't we wind down Perry Talk segment the way we always do with a couple pop key tracks. Hell, I might smoke during one, and you can too. When we go take you this time with these Perry tracks that I got from Chris Popke right here. Let's go with Perry and Bob being best friends since they did a show the other night. Bob and Perry, Perry and Bob.
Slow down with this best friend thing.
I can't joke around with my best friend. Look at it.
What?
This is what best friends do. Like, hey.
I never did a porn with my childhood best friend. You're a nice guy. I'm not going to say that you're not a nice guy.
Hey.
I'm not your chick.
Well, you will be tonight.
Slow down with this best friend thing.
I can't joke around with my best friend. Look at it.
What?
This is what best friends do. Like, hey. You see, now he doesn't want to be near his best friend.
Bob and
I
Perry
never did
are
a
best
porno,
friends.
Okay? With any Asian guy, especially a gay porno. Weirdo. Slow down with this best friend thing.
I can't joke around with my best friend.
yeah.
Look at it. This is what best friends do. Like, hey.
Yeah, it was so funny the other night, Scott, because like Tom was really like when he decided to drag it out and really make it extend it and make it a penalty stream, he was just trying to do all his stuff he normally does, and he really didn't even have a trigger or any reason to run out to his car, but it didn't stop him from running out to checking out his freaking car. Oh my goodness. Let's go for a ride.
Whatever happened to that movie that they were supposed to come out with?
You know, that came up the other night in the chat and says, Tom's like, I hear that, you know, they're trying to shop it out to somebody, Bob, is the last word I heard. The old trying to shop it out thing. The checks in the mail, as it were, statement for making movies. Let's go for a ride, like we said, in Perry's car. Let's go check out, make sure, is your car okay, Perry? Nobody slashed the tires?
I love my car. It's too valuable to me, and it's in way too good of condition to me, and I will never get rid of it. You see? My car. I love my car, and I take good care of my car. It's still in good shape. The seats aren't torn. My car. When the plastic or the leather starts cracking, then it's time to replace that. Or get a whole new vehicle. Good day.
Good day to you, sir. I see Widow Killer saying got the echo in there. Yeah, bro, that was funny during Frankie McDonald when he was here with all that echoing. All right, why don't we wrap up Perry Talk, folks? You see it right there on the screen. I'll be in the chat with many of you tonight at 4 Pacific. That's 5, 6, 7 o'clock East. And then we'll talk about it all again tomorrow. Whatever happened tonight, we'll talk about it again tomorrow. Easy for me to say on Perry Talk.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
Perry Talk is what we just did, folks. Oh, we take that off the screen. Well, how about this? We've had such a different, interesting kind of flow to the show today. I want to thank Bobby Tamburro for stopping in today and kind of adjusting our flow accordingly because we needed that. It was great always having a guest on here. I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. But I would be remiss if I didn't at least try to finish the show without seeing what the stars have in mind for everybody out there, folks. I know many of you like this segment, so let's do it. Let's see what the stars have in mind for us coming up this week, folks. We're going to wrap up the vibe by doing the Rock You Like a Horoscope segment. That's where you throw your astrological signs in the chat. I'm going to go over to my crystal ball reading desk. I'm going to caress my crystal balls ever so gently to bring you the Monday edition of Rock You Like a Horoscope. Is how we're going to wrap up BF Live the Vibe today. Rock You Like a Horoscope. Planning. Rock You Like a Horoscope. Planning. Here I am, and here we are to do the Monday edition of Rock You Like a Horoscope. You know, I got so curious. I was feeling a certain way over the weekend, Scott. I got so curious about my horoscope, I almost wanted to check it.
Yeah.
That's not like me during the weekend. Normally, I can settle for my Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays right here, but I'm feeling like, should I check my horoscope today? I'm feeling a certain way. I wanted a little caution. So let's do a little caution right here today for everybody in the chat. Let's see. Popkey gets acknowledged for being the creator of those great original tracks right there from Perry Caravello Live, all those Perry songs. Since I work in the afternoons, I get to smoke and have a high morning. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that we can be part of that for you. Happy to spend my mornings with y'all. Well, come on, let's smoke one while I wait for them astrological signs in the chat. Widow Killer steps in and lets us know that the Levy-verse will be going live at 3. So by the time he's done running his 7 intros, you can make your way over there to see Bob, and I'll have time to rock you like a horoscope. We're going to go Leo Cups to Virgo with Space Nerds kicking us off today for the Monday edition of Rock You Like a Horoscope. Here we go, Leo. Thank you, Space Nerd. Leo, ask yourself if the facts support feeling down about your relationship to the world. The stars are currently adding to this feeling for another day. If it's just transitory and not based in reality, there's no need to overthink it. Space Nerd kicks off the Rock You Like a Horoscope segment.
I was raised by a gay man.
That's not what I'm going to do. That R is right next to my Rock You Like a Horoscope. I meant to hit that and I hit.
I was raised by a gay man.
I hit that. So there you go. Kicking it off with some fun Space Nerd, and for all the Leos out there on Monday, Rock You Like a Horoscope. Now I'm going to read Virgo. It's the second of 2 for she, and it is mine and for all the other Virgos out there. Virgo, being able to feel your feelings and sit with yourself without distraction or numbing out is a big step towards self-mastery. It's a practice that gets better with practice. Garbage in, garbage out. Curate what you input. Well, there you go, Space Nerd. It's the second of 2 for you. It was a deep one for all the Virgos. It's our Monday. All right, I'm going to go down the line right here and look for some more. Bro Dog Love. Bro Dog in the chat. She's not here for the Bro Dog update. For the second half of the show, Bro Dog update.
Oh, I didn't know she wasn't here. Yeah, she did. If she wasn't here, Road Dog's in trouble. He broke into the neighbor's dog pen and raw dog.
He got him a whole. He went and got some of that thoroughbred dog Padusi next door when he wasn't supposed to. Some unauthorized Padusi. All right, let's get into. Let's take care of our friend Bobby Nick. He's a Sagittarius, but we call it Vagittarius jokingly here on the Vibe. So this is for Bobby Nick and all the Sagittarius joining us today. Sometimes you just have to dig down and find the will to keep going. The combo of weight in your personal life with the weight of the world can become discouraging. But you should feel better tomorrow. Bobby Nick and all the Sagittarius, I hope you feel better. I feel better tomorrow. All right, now we're going to move on to my friend Scott Fitzpatrick. We're going to cross all of our fingers because we read Cancer for Scott. We read it for Brian Clauder, our chat family bro, who hasn't been around in a minute. I see him on social media every now and then. This is for Juggalette Jen and any other Cancers joining us today. The Monday, Rock You Like a Horoscope reading for Cancer. The differences between friendship and acquaintanceship are continuity and support. So the difference between a friendship and an acquaintanceship are continuity and support. A friend could need you today or vice versa. Or you could help each other out. Stay open to things which gladdens your heart. There you go. That's for Scott Fitzpatrick, Juggalette Jen, Brian Clauder, and all the Cancers joining us.
Nice.
All right. Well, Andrew is not here today, and he didn't join us today. But in his absence, I'm going to read Pisces. This is going to be for my friend Andrew. This is going to be for the lovely Mai, the lovely Matt, and all the other Pisces that might be joining us today. Pisces, mindset can be literally all. What happens in reality, how you frame it, the story you tell yourself will be the basis of the feelings that you have. Control your inner narrative to keep yourself strong. Don't let your mind run away with you there, Pisces, all my Pisces friends. Well, that's appropriate for Andrew. Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we took care of everybody in the chat that's interested in this today. We did the go around for everybody that's normally on panel here. So until Wednesday, that would have to be it for the horoscopes, because we just rocked you like a horoscope here to wrap up Monday's BF Live The Vibe. That was, in fact, Rock You Like a Horoscope. As soon as I find the element, I'll play it. Like a horoscope. Like a horoscope. As I make my little switch back to my regular studio, folks, there you have it. We just put down 3+ hours of live content here. I want to thank Bobby Tamburro for stopping in, man. You made our Monday a lot better. I'm glad that Scott was just excited to me to know that we were going to have Bobby Tamburro on the show today. So thank you, Bobby. I'm going to put up his stuff one more time and show you where, if you're in the area, come on out with us, Terry Nee, or if you're in the general area, make your way down, because Bobby will be playing tomorrow night at Gino's Steaks at Power Plant Live. It's a little entertainment district in downtown Baltimore. Power Plant Live, Gino's District. You can get your authentic Philly cheesesteak if you ever never had one. Maybe I might try my first one tomorrow. The doors open at 6 p.m. Showtime is at 7, and it's free to anyone that shows up there tomorrow, April 28th. So I'll see you down there, Power Plant Live. So that's where Bobby Tamburro will be tomorrow. And check Bobby also out on the Eastside Dave TV channel right here on YouTube. There's been a link running for him today in the chat box. If you want to check out Bobby, if you want to hear his other opinions, and you got to check Ian out with his dynamic with Eastside Dave McDonald. And man, they're a fun duo. He's an outrageous kind of a guy. So if you like old school radio and things of this nature, please support and check out our friends Eastside Dave TV, Bobby Tamburro, and all that stuff over there on Eastside Dave TV. That's the link. That's running for Bobby Tamburro in the chat today. All right, we're going to wind down this episode by doing our little go around of plugs right here. Andrew, you can always see him on Andrew the Giant 96 channel and No Filter Andrew if and when he gets around to doing his regular stuff. Scott, I'm going to give you like your last comments or anything you want to talk about, locales or whatever you got going on, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Over the weekend, Iguana was kind of busy. They put out 4 videos, 2 of M Stands for Money getting arrested, and 2 Cyrax videos. One of him teaching copyright and business lessons, and the other one is the other one was him out in the sunlight. It's about him just walking around out in the sunlight. It's kind of interesting seeing him out in what daylight does to his skin.
Yeah, I did pass by one of your videos, and what was he was talking about? He was doing like a talk up of a song. I like to thank everybody. This is for all these people, and I don't know. He was doing some kind of talk up, Scott, in one of your videos.
Yeah, was he in the daylight?
Yeah, I can't remember, but I know I saw it on the Angry Iguana 112 channel, and that's where when you're not here going into Scott's whole segment, you don't have to wait for that segment. You can go over to the Angry Iguana channel one time and find Angry Iguana 112 channel. At one time is what I tried to say altogether, and check out Cyrax and all of these crazy videos. Even when we're not in Scott's Hole, you can always go in Scott's Hole by going over there to Angry Iguana 112 and see Prop Master 69 if you want to see Bro Dog updates, and we see if we got any updates about him getting in trouble or keeping up with the latest about Bro Dog. Thank you, Scott Fitzpatrick. All right, now let's turn it over to our friend Bobby Nick, because I'm going to say there's a pretty strong bet. Bob's got some shows he's going to do. He's going to tell you about him right now. I'd like to hear go. Bob, where you going to be?
Well, I mean, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on my Rumble and Twitch, you can see a little show called The Lunatic Lounge. We should be doing that at 7. And then probably after that, we'll be doing a late night with Bob and Nick at 10:30, as usual. And then, remember, tomorrow, at 7. Don't forget to go over at No Filter Andrew and check out No Filter, because we got that on Tuesdays now.
All right, we'll make sure that that's on course for tomorrow right there for sure. But go check out Bobby Nick right there, like it says, on Nick TV Live. And if you're at Twitch TV, you do the / Nick TV Live, or you just click on it when you see it, go by in the chat. Right there. That's what you got right there. And if you want to see some fun wrestling matches, like you said, Angry Iguana, I seen he was busy over the weekend. I see my friend Peacunt 420 was also busy over the weekend. You always see him. He always generously donates a gifted membership every day. He'll be joining us tomorrow and Wednesday. He does every week. So check out, I'm going to run this real quick because I noticed he's got some new videos going on up over there. So check out my boy Pecan 420. Right here. Where is his at? There you go. I got two different ones. Here you go. I'll run this one for him. Right here. There you go. That's Pecan stuff. He does a show every day right before mine, 10 a.m. East for you people that are ready to do a show earlier than I am at 12 noon East. Check out Pecan. He does the morning high. If you like to get up and get high a little early in the morning and hang out with Chat Family, 10 o'clock East every day and Saturday, 6 days a week. He does that at 10 a.m. East. And he has some new wrestling matches out with like Wild Bill and he and different characters in our community. Go check them matches out over there on Pecan 420, once again, by clicking on his link box that's been running throughout the entirety of the show. I want to thank the Space Nerd for checking in, saying thank you, BF. There is have a great day, Chat Family. Much love. Let's see. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace and love. We're not going to say bye because I'm going to see you guys. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. We almost got away without another breaking news. I was this close. I was going to hit the...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
Oh, Jesus.
Bobby, I think I got a clue who sent you this, but tell them who sent you their constitutional pick in the toilet.
Ooh, it's Wendy.
Yeah, because look, she put in the chat box and says, sent you a pic, Bobby.
Oh, God,
boy.
what the hell did she eat? Oh, my God. Okay, guys, I mean, this one is just, it's fucking, it's it's fucking splatter all over the toilet. Jesus Christ. I mean, this must have hit the water and just splattered all fucking over the place. Holy shit!
Wendy.
It looks like
Wendy.
It looks
I told
like
you
soft serve ice cream.
Oh no!
With a frothiness to it. Jesus Christ!
I told Wendy not to use the hula hoop on the toilet while she was pooping. I told you, Wendy.
Good Lord! How does that even happen, Wendy?
At the buzzer for the winner. Spawn couldn't be more elated. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of the silly annex we get here every day, Monday through Friday, breaking poos on the vibe.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
Oh, God.
Scott smiles as if he did it, but he didn't. He's just happy that somebody else did. Thank you, Spawn, and thank you, Wendy, again. There you go. She says, oh, no, this is my bit. I created the shit bit right here. And there you have it. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, thank you very much. And thank you, Bobby Tamburro, for being our guest. Check him out tomorrow if you're in the Baltimore area. He does the greater Pennsylvania, Philly, New Jersey, New York area. So look for Bobby Tamburro if you're ever out there. Terry Nee saw him. You'll have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to hooking up with him, and maybe we will imbibe in a little marijuana together and just hang out and have a good time. I'll let you know all about that tomorrow when I meet you here again at 12 noon East, folks. So I'm not going to say bye because I'm going to see you in the chats later on as well. Once again, without any more breaking poos, it's just bye for now, folks. Before Wendy or anybody shits on Bobby Nick in his chat, folks, peace and love, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on BF Live The Vibe.
That's enough internet
12 noon
for me
tomorrow.
today. I am going to wash
Bye, y'all.
myself
Thank you.
with holy water
See ya.
to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Chat family and the greatest panel of friends in all their
Okay. Playing with it.
Oh my.